And we're back. We're back.
Alrighty. Now we got that squared away.
Yeah.
How your day, man?
It was good. Actually, it was kind of eventful. Lady came in. She was.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she had a business account with Sprint, and she had she said she had a lot of iPads or whatever, blah blah blah. She tried to upgrade her phone, but in order for me to access the account, I gotta scan the ID, a license, a passport, something, right? So she gave me her ID. I scanned it, and it said the ID is expired. So I was like, "Ma'am, your ID is expired. I'm not allowed to do anything with the account unless you have an up-to-date ID." But she was going on and on. Well, I'm here. Like, my face is right there. My name is right. I have a business. And I'm like, yo, look, I'm just following the rules. I can't do anything with the account unless I have that ID, an up-to-date ID. She called customer care number and was standing there for a little while. She was just, running off at the mouth and causing a scene in the store. I was chilling just on my phone waiting on her because I was just waiting to get off the clock anyway. So it was taking some time off the clock. But yeah, that was the event that happened at Sprint today.
How often do stuff like that happen at Sprint?
It's kind of often. It's kind of often because nobody dealing with phone bills and prorations on their accounts, and it's a customer service job. You're gonna have customers that come and complain. Like, you're gonna have customers that come in at Chipotle and complain like, "What's going on with my burrito?" type shit. So any customer service job, there's gonna be customers that come in and complain.
Have you ever lost your shit? Like, ever lost your cool?
While I was working?
Yeah, like dealing with a customer.
Never. I never, because it's like their energy doesn't affect my energy at all. Like, to work this job, you can't be affected by their energy at all.
I feel you. Yeah, I'm a lot better now, but when I was working at Hardee's, man, I feel like every other day I was about to get fired.
Yo, son. Yo, I remember that story you told me.
Well, which one?
Son, the drive-thru. I forget specifically what happened, but you said you was at the drive-thru and a customer complained about you or something.
Yeah, yeah. It's always black people for whatever fucking reason. It's always black people. So, okay, so this is the Hardee's in Chapel Hill, well, close to Chapel Hill. It's on that same road as UNC, Chapel Hill. And but for whatever reason, like, it's always the black people that come over there and just be doing the most. So this particular black person, he came to the drive-thru, and he was ordering or whatnot. I forgot. Like, I don't know if he asked a question or what, but he didn't like the way I was responding. Mind you, I'm just chilling. Like, I'm cool. Like, I'm not. There's no up to that point of the day. Like, everything going good. I ain't had to deal with no, a whole bunch of shit. It's been pretty chill. You know what I'm saying? So I had no reason to have an attitude or nothing. Like, I don't usually have an attitude unless I'm given a reason. So he must have thought I answered him with an attitude, and so then he like, bruh, when I come to the window, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying, like, come outside, some shit like that, and then then the motherfucker, he like, oh, I'm gonna come on up in there, I'm coming. So this nigga pulled out, he parked, come inside, and then start like cussing me out and shit. I'm like, bruh. But then there was the little new chick that just started working there. I think she kind of got me out there, because I ain't trying to look like no bitch in front of nobody, especially this new chick.
True shit.
She kind of looks good. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hold on, you ain't about to, we about to get this shit poppin'. Like, what's up? He said, like, meet me outside. So we had this African manager, right? His name Adu, and this nigga is saying, yo, the G, chill.
Oh,
I'm like, bruh.
Goodness.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bruh, man. And I'm just sitting here cussing this nigga out. I'm like, yeah, and then he was like, you go outside, you gonna be fired, you're not gonna come back in here. And I'm like, all right, man. You know what I'm saying?
So hold on.
I forgot. What?
Yo, was there customers in the store, bro?
I'm trying to think. If there was like probably like a couple people. Like it won't pack to none. Like it was like I said, a pretty chill day. It was like a random ass like afternoon, like during the week. Like it wasn't busy at all. And yeah, and this random ass nigga just come up, just popping shit. And I'm like, bruh, I ain't even on that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's just one of many examples of what I had to deal with. Drive-through specifically at Hardee's. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just ridiculous.
Yo, would you say that was your worst job?
Oh yeah, by far. And that was my first job too, like first legit job. You know, because I worked at the one, you know, in Gastonia, the gas house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I worked there first, and then what you say?
Nothing. Go ahead.
But so yeah, because I first started working there like my senior year of high school. And so then, obviously, when I went to college in Durham, then that's when I transferred over to that one in that story. And yeah, so I mean, but by far, and this is how I ended up because I was trying. My plan was to work there and then work at Bed Bath, and then I also had a summer job too. So the summer, that summer, I think what year was it? It was trying to think, because my sister, she graduated like 3 years back. So I think it was like 2016. I think it was the year it was the year before I graduated. The year I was supposed to graduate that summer, and so she was graduating from high school, and so I'm thinking. So she already told me like a month ahead of time, like this is the date, and she graduate, whatever. So it was supposed to be on a Saturday. So, but she told me on the 10th, but I accidentally put the 9th, which was a Friday.
Word.
So yeah, so and like I said, mind you, I'm planning on, because this was right before I was started at Bed Bath, like because I was going through the orientation during this period, and then I also had a summer job, and so yeah, so I'm sitting here trying to. I already done got it marked on the calendar, all that shit. And then when it come down to it, then my mom was like, "Oh, you took off for a Saturday, right?" And then I looked on the calendar, like, "Oh shit." So then I told one of the younger managers. I told him because the big blood, he wasn't working. So I had to tell you know, one of the lower managers. You know what I'm saying? But he was cool. I was cool with him. And so I told him, like, bro, I'm not going to be able to come tomorrow morning. Because I'm supposed to be in the morning. I'm supposed to open with, well, not open, but I'm supposed to come in at 7 in the morning. The hire manager gets there, or the main manager gets there at 5 in the morning. But little did I know, the manager that I told to tell the main manager, he didn't get there until 9.
Wow.
So... But I didn't know that at the time. So when I told him, he was like, "Yeah, bro, I got you. I'm gonna tell him." You know what I'm saying? But so the dude, so the main manager was there by himself for 4 hours, and you know how busy Hardee's is. Well, I don't know if you know, but Hardee's is hella busy in the morning.
Yeah.
So this dude was manning the window, manning everything by himself. The front and the window at the same time by itself, because like I said, the other manager didn't get there until 9, and so he took me off the fucking schedule, and I'm sitting here trying to explain to him what was happening, and he won't trying to hear me. So that day, that's when I put in my 2 weeks. And I talked to my mom before I did it, and I told her what was going on, and I was like, you know what, I'm done. That's how they treat me after all this time, all this hard work, blood, sweat, and tears. You know what I'm saying?
No. Blood, sweat, tears, and grease, nigga.
Exactly. And this is why I'm Petty G, because I did something hella petty once I quit. When I put in my 2 weeks, because I pretty much quit because he took me out the schedule, like I said. So then I went to the fucking review, the review on Google.
You give him a bad
and then
review.
I put, what I say? I said, yeah, the service here is complete. I forgot. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, yeah, the service here is bad. They bathrooms is horrible. I seen a big ass roach. Like, just imagine how that kitchen looked. Like, I was talking like mad shit on there. And I told her, I think I told the manager that when I seen him like in passing, like, in like a store or something. He was like, oh shit, I did see that. He said he was laughing and shit. But I was being hit Perry, bro.
So the big blood, he took you off the schedule without like telling you first?
Yeah, he didn't, talk to me or nothing. He just took me off the schedule.
Yeah. That's.
And then I tried to talk to him about it, and then he was like just talking bullshit, basically.
Yeah, that's that corny shit, bro. Like when managers do corny shit like that, bro, I'm like, yo, you a weak bum. Stop doing some corny shit like that, bro.
Yeah, that's why now I'm on some shit like I was reading this book a month ago, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Have you heard that book?
I think you told me about that before.
Yeah, so I'm just on a new wave now, just not giving a fuck.
Yeah.
But like that's the old me now. Like I'm dealing with customers or dealing with people now. Since reading that book, like it just gave me a different perspective of just letting little shit go. You know what I'm saying?
How are your managers now at Bed Bath?
Man, Bed Bath. They cool. They cool. It's just when it comes to like you could have a beer with them. Like they cool like on that sense, but when it comes to business, like a lot they still not on the same page. Like it's like when you have a big business like that, like everybody should be on the same page. It's like the communication there sucks.
I feel that.
Is that how it is? How is it as Sprint?
Yeah, it's kind of like that. I'm not really gonna go into it. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm gonna just say the communication is kind of like on a higher up end. It's kind of not there. It's kind of not hands-on-ish. It's kind of like I'm the big blood. I ain't gonna really try to teach you more. It's just I get more hands-on from my assistant managers and my coworkers. So
yeah, one day we're gonna have like a real conversation about like these big corporate businesses and how a lot of them they ain't up to speed with what's going on right now. It's like a lot of them still with that whole I'm king of the castle. I ain't gotta do shit. I ain't gotta walk around. I ain't gotta touch you peasants. It's like their business, these brick and mortar businesses is that's why they kind of losing to Amazon and shit because they ain't with the times right now. They ain't understanding. They ain't for one they're underpaying their employees and then not, you know what I'm saying, and then trying to pile on more and more duties and responsibilities and their pay still pretty much the same. You know what I'm saying? It's like just not communicating with employees and. It's just all kind of shit. We're gonna get into that one day, but
right.
That's what I've been thinking about, like for the especially like the past few months. It's like it's sad.
Last question before we cap it off, though. How much do you think minimum wage should be?
I think minimum wage should be, I would say, at least 10. I don't think it should go as far as 15. Certain areas, yeah, like New York, DC, LA, Atlanta, like big places, big cities like that, yeah, because the cost of living is so much more. But like in a city like Charlotte or even smaller cities, smaller towns like Gastonia or something, I think it should at least be 10.
I feel that. It's a good little amount.
How about you?
I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, because the minimum wage is like what, $7.25 now.
Yeah, if you work in a job and you getting $7.25 and that's your career, You gotta figure something out.
Oh no, that should not be your career if you get paid $7.25 an hour.
Hey, you never know, dog. Some of these people out here working that job.
But it ain't full time.
Yeah.
That can't be full.
Yeah.
Full time with $7.25.
Yeah, living in Section 8 with food stamps. Yeah, you don't know these people's situations, dog.
I feel you, bro. Shit, I'm down there living in Georgia. Shit, I feel them. Shit. I'm right there with you.
I'm right there on the crust of. I'm right there with you. All right, but yeah, let's get this drawing started, dog. My name is Kai Smoove. I'm here with Petty G. We are your hosts, and this is the Burg Bros Podcast.
Beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes. Beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes. Beans, creams, potatoes, creams, potatoes. Beans, 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 creams, potatoes, tomatoes. Chicken, turkey, chicken, turkey. Beans, creams, potatoes, tomatoes. Chicken, turkey. You name it. You name it. You name it. You name it.
Yo, G, man. Start that drawing off, dog. Start it off.
Where you want me to start? You want me to start with Space Jam or the NBA draft?
The NBA draft.
All right. So, I mean, it went the way everybody, thought it was. Zion 1, Ja Morant 2, RJ Barrett 3, and then my boy from Virginia, what's his name? Let me pull this up.
Kyrie Harrison. Kyrie Harrison.
Yeah, him. But anyways, I think honestly the number 4 pick. And let me bring this up.
Oh, you talk about DeAndre Hunter.
Yeah, DeAndre Hunter. Yeah, I think he's a sleeper in the draft. I think so too, bro. I think he's gonna be one of the top in the draft. I ain't gonna say he's gonna be as big as Zion and Ja, but I definitely think he'll be up there. I think he's DeAndre Hunter got with the 4th pick that was traded to the Pelicans, and then he had number 5 with Garland. And then Culver, who was also a part of that championship, the college basketball championship, Texas Tech. Jared Culver is number 6. I think he got some talent too.
Yo,
boy Kobe White though.
Okay.
UNC Chapel Hill. You already know he gonna go off at the Bulls. He
gonna be a bust.
What? Why you say that?
Yeah, he gonna be a bust. I'm gonna say it right now, and if in the future I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. I'm gonna admit it, but he gonna be a bust, bro.
Well, okay, but why do you think he's gonna be a bust?
Yo, I don't see nothing to the game. I felt okay. Is it a bust or he just gonna be a? Let me see. Let me pick out a point guard. Michael Carter Williams.
That's your boy, right?
He's going to have a Michael Carter Williams type career or Austin Rivers type career. That's his ceiling for me.
You think he's just going to be a good role player?
Yeah. He's going to be a good role player, either off the bench or a decent starter, or like Rubio. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's his ceiling. Wait, who?
Your boy D'Angelo Russell.
Nah. D'Angelo Russell, he showed himself. Like he made it to the All-Star first year.
Okay. I think Kobe White will be in the same boat. I think he's the same height with shoes. He's 6'5", so he's a big point guard. He's a combo guard. He can shoot, pass, quick, athletic. I mean,
okay, I can see that ceiling.
You know what I'm saying? He work on his defense a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He can do some things.
But I want to say something about DeAndre Hunter though.
What's up?
Just like how you say he's a sleeper. Yo, I just feel like, he reminds me so much of Kawhi Leonard, bro. The way he plays, his playing style.
They like they're the same height, ain't they?
Yeah, I think so. 6'7".
Yeah.
Like I think, he may. I'm not saying anything yet. He may turn out to be like a Kawhi Leonard type, a prototype player in the league.
I mean, hey, it's to be determined. I mean, Kawhi, he won't draft it until the 15th pick. You know, coming into the league, he wasn't the most efficient offensively, but you know, he always had that great defense. So I mean, only reason I don't know if Hunter have that same hunger as Kawhi though.
I mean,
That's the thing.
We can't really gauge hunger right now. I don't really know.
I mean, yeah, but I'm saying I don't know. That's why I say I don't know. But because only reason Kawhi is that successful is because of his hunger. I think he's the hungriest in the NBA right now. I think he's proven. Like I said, looking at his documentary and really seeing who he is and how. I mean, he ain't the flashy type. He don't go out. You know what I'm saying? So all that energy he's saving and putting towards his game and improving his game. I mean, I think that's what turned him from being, a fifth overall pick, seemingly, forgettable, and then getting with the Spurs, he looked up there and got with the Spurs and got with the Hall of Fame coach over there. But but he's proven that he's not just a part of that system. You know what I'm saying? He's proven that he can be he can function with any team.
Yeah. He definitely proved that he can. He's one of those pieces. It's like a Trump piece. Like he's the big blood. He's the big joker when you're playing spades. Like him, Kevin Durant, LeBron, like they're big jokers. we got a couple of little jokers out here, man. Little jokers. Who would you put in that category as far as little jokers?
I'll put Kyrie Irving.
Okay.
Your boy. Who else? I put Thompson, Klay Thompson in there.
Would you put Jimmy Butler in there?
Yeah, I put Jimmy Butler. If he's not a little joker, then I put him as the deuce of spade.
The deuce of spade. Okay.
I'll put Kemba Walker as a little joker.
Hell no.
Bro, you tripping? Just
bro.
He's on a sorry ass team.
Look, bro. I'm gonna put Kemba Walker as. Man, this is tough. You gotta put him as an ace.
As an ace? Oh, so you got him under Jimmy Butler? You foolish. You is foolish.
Jimmy Butler has accomplished more.
What has he accomplished?
Didn't he win most improved player of the year or defensive player of the year before?
Let me see. Let me look this shit up.
Yeah, check that up. I may be wrong.
Yeah, you're wrong a lot.
He carried the Bulls when Derrick Rose went down.
So yeah, he got most improved player award in 2015. He made it on the NBA All Defensive Team list in 2016 and 2018. And then he made the All NBA team 2018, 2017.
Now, read me what Kemba did.
Alrighty. Hold your horses. Let me see.
Yeah, I'm going to hold my horses, all right.
Alrighty. I don't know what that means, but keep it moving. All right, Lou Olsen Award. I don't know what the fuck that is. The Bob Cousy Award. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Bob Cousy. Bob Cousy. Get the name right. He's a legend in the game, Doc.
I'm saying the award, nigga. I don't know what it's for. I know who Bob Cousy is.
Yeah, that's the award. You said Cousy.
Okay, yeah. But I'm saying, anyways, I don't know what the award is for. Then he won he was on the All NBA team 2019, and then you got the Sportsmanship Award 2018, 2017. So you might be right. You might be right.
So let me tell you this, G. All the awards that Kemba won are basically called participation awards. You know how you in Pop Warner football, and you know you got your defensive player of the year, you got your offensive player of the year, MVP, and then you got your participation awards to make all the other kids feel good about themselves. That's basic.
Don't disrespect. First of all, they don't just give out all NBA team awards. He's a max contract player. Put some respect on his motherfucking name.
Yeah.
And just because he's winning, just because Jimmy Butler is winning in the awards category, don't mean that he's the most valuable to whatever team he goes to. Kemba was clearly the most valuable player since he stepped on an NBA court. He has been the most valuable player to that Bobcats/Hornets team since he's entered the league 9 years ago.
Bro, I'm gonna say this, bro. I had to clear my throat for this one. So D'Angelo Russell led the Nets to the 7th seed in the East. Why couldn't the Kemba Walker do that same thing?
He did that 3 years ago. He led the Hornets like 3 straight playoff appearances. They still suck.
Yeah,
they just suck.
You may be right.
That's what I was saying. Think about what I just said. Bobcats/Hornets. Think about how bad the Bobcats was, and Kemba was a rookie, and he immediately made them somewhat better as a 6'1" rookie. Come on now, put Jimmy on the Hornets or put Jimmy on the Bobcats. No, he ain't getting those awards. He ain't getting those awards that he got.
Devin Booker or Kemba Walker?
I mean, if we're talking about if we're gonna build at this moment, if we're talking about building a team around a player, then you're gonna go with the younger guy. But if you talking about like overall who's just better at this point in time, Kemba is, because he's just a more well-rounded player.
Yo, Kemba got defense or nah?
Yes, that's why I say he's a more well-rounded player. He does got defense.
I feel that. But yeah, he's definitely an ace. I'm gonna give him a deuce. He's a deuce. He's not a little joker. Little joker is like Anthony Davis.
No, whoa. Oh, Anthony Davis is a big joker.
So big jokers. All right, big jokers to me. LeBron, Kevin Durant, Kawhi. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like players who can, who can carry a team by themselves. Hall of Famers, game changers.
Well, this is not the takeaway from what the greatness of LeBron has done for the many years, and not to take away from what KD has done. But to be fair, well, on the exception of, before the Heat LeBron, when he pretty much did carry that sorry ass Cavs team, even though he had a 7-3 center. What's his name? Ilgauskas. Yeah, Ilgauskas, and that was it. I mean, he had to have at least a second player to his side. You know what I'm saying? Look, Anthony Davis really had nobody in New Orleans.
Hey, that Drew Holiday and Rondo squad was crazy.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, he's. I feel like he's a tweener.
Who? Anthony Davis, like Big Joker, Little Joker?
Yeah, I think he's a tweener. I think he has the potential to be Big Joker, but I don't think he's all the way there yet. He ain't formed to that level yet.
I can agree to that. Steph Curry's a big joker.
Yeah. Oh, and even though they did point out that he's never won no MVPs and all them runs.
It don't matter.
And I mean, Yeah, he transcended the game with the 3 points, but I mean, I don't know.
Look at Scottie Pippen. Scottie Pippen is a Hall of Famer legend. I don't think he didn't win any of them MVPs.
But he's not a big joker though. He's
Okay, you got a point there. I just walked myself right into the trap. You got a point there.
I'm just saying, if we would have had this conversation before Kevin Durant got there, then yeah, it'd be, you know what I'm saying, because everybody's in the heat of the moment, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, he would have been the big joker at that point in time. But it's like now that everything kind of play out, the dynasty has pretty much is on the back end of the dynasty now, and you're able to now look back and see what's all contributed. I mean, it's fair to say. I mean, he was a huge contribution. Don't get it fucked up. But I mean, that would make him a little joker.
As far as his legacy,
I say with his leadership is big joker. Now his overall gameplay, little joker.
Okay.
I think he was a solid leader. He just led by example. I mean, he did a little showboat shit when he shoot the threes, but he's not that rah stink breath in your face kind of guy. Like he's going to lead by example. He's going to, you know what I'm saying, keep the positive vibes, keep everybody together. Because, you know, when he wasn't on the court, it's been proven when he wasn't on the court, even with KD, they record tanked. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't the same team. It didn't flow the same without Curry. When he came back, it flowed. And then when KD left, they still had the flow. They just didn't have enough firepower to compete with the likes of the Raptors.
Yeah, I feel that.
So I mean, yeah. So he's a pointer too to me.
Let's get back to the draft for a little bit. I want to point out a player, Darius Garland. They said he played 5 games into the season, and then he was injured for the remainder of the season, and he still got drafted number 5 pick overall. What do you feel about Darius Garland over there?
I mean, I really don't know too much about him. He played for Vanderbilt, 6'2". I mean, his dad played. I mean, he seemed like he got some potential. I mean, he just one of those players. I feel like he's gonna be pretty forgettable. But years to come. I feel like. I mean, I hope I'm wrong because I never want to, you know, wish ill on a black man's career.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like he's super talented coming out of high school, talented, you know, in college, you know, for the short stint that he was, you know, participating. But I mean, it's just time will tell, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't have any high hopes for him.
I got you. On second thought, your Hornets drafted P.J. Washington. Have you did a little research about him?
Yeah, I mean, we pretty much draft. We just copy paste. Like, you know how like when you create a player on 2K, it's like we just change the name. We don't even change the height. We don't change the weight. We just have all our roster look the same. Like, I'm not mad if a white person say, all those guys look the same. Like, they literally look the same. They're all 6'8" and black. Like, I'm like, dude, like, I mean, but he's a small power forward without shoes. He's 6'6", with shoes, 6'8". And we're gonna talk about that too. Niggas lying about their height or misleading their height. But yeah. So I mean, he's good at shooting. Good combo guard. Forward. I mean, he's a product. He's a Kentucky product. You know how that is. He can block shots. I mean, get in passing lanes, all that good shit.
So basically, what you're telling me, he ain't really nice. He's going to be a role player type shit.
Yeah, basically. I mean, that's MJ. He just pretty much have his mind fixed. We're just going to have all, you know, small forwards 1 through 5 on the floor. And we have one your token tall white boy occasionally on there, but you know it's the same thing with Jordan, and I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Like, what do you want from me, Kai? What the fuck do you want from me, dude? Like, what do you want?
It's the same thing with Jordan. He can play, but he can't be an owner.
Yeah, and how you feel about Nasir Little, UNC product?
He might be a steal for what team drafted him?
Portland at 25.
Yeah, he may be a steal. I feel like that's a piece that they needed. They do have Maurice Harkless and Aminu, but I feel like Aminu and Harkless, yeah, they're good players. Maybe Nasir Little can give them a little bit more fire on the small forward end, and I think he's a little bit more mobile than Harkless and Aminu. Harkless and Aminu are tall forwards that play defense and shoot a little bit, but I think Nasir Little can add a little fire to that squad. You know, help out Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum out.
I mean, it kind of because everybody was saying like you said, like you feel like it's a steal. A lot of people is voicing that. It just baffles me because he didn't start a single game, and yet he was a lot of professionals, a lot of scouts had him going like 15th overall, like between 15 and 20. But you know he slipped to 25. But I mean he got some injuries coming into this too, so that's probably why. So I mean, and he's small too. He's 6'4" playing the 3. I mean,
nah, he like 6'6", bro.
That again, the misleading was 6'6" with shoes, 6'4" without shoes.
Yeah, I mean, basketball they kind of up the height a lot, 3 inches, 2 inches. If I was playing in the NBA, they probably would have said I was 6 feet tall.
Yeah, like JJ Barea, like he's 6 feet, but he really like 5'9".
Yeah, and Chris Paul too.
Yeah, well, I probably Chris Paul probably is about 5'11" at least, 5'10", 3/4.
I'm gonna give him 5'10", 5'10".
Cause I'm 5'10", 3/4", but I feel like that's because one of my legs is longer than the other one, so I kind of lean when I was standing. So
is that something that came to your mind, or is that something the doctor said to you?
I feel like that's the reason, but I mean, that's what I was thinking with it. So,
you just woke up one day. I think I have a longer leg on this side. I'll be leaning.
I mean, because I think in one of my classes, like you measure your legs or some shit. I forgot how I knew like one leg is longer than the other one, but it kind of makes sense when because a lot of people, a lot more people have like longer limbs than the other than they know. A lot of people don't know that they are aware that they have they asymmetric. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if I was, because I mean I had a lot of injuries. You know my story. You know what I'm saying? Hamstring injuries at the wazoo.
Hamstring.
So I mean, hey, it is what it is.
So what did you want to talk about the Space Jam? Because is there an update or something? Because I haven't heard about anything about that.
Oh, Space Jam 2. They got their official cast. Let me pull this up. Space Jam 2. Yep. LeBron got his boy AD in there. Anthony Davis. You got Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, which I don't see how he's about to do that shit with a ACL, but whatever. Diana Taurasi, the light skin chick that in WNBA. You know who she is if you
I think she got some rings on her. She got rings.
Yeah. So that was the big names right there: Klay Thompson, Damian Lillard, Anthony Davis, and then.
Whoa, buddy. Hello? 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 Technical difficulties. Sorry about that, guys. Yo, G, somebody called my phone and just cut the whole thing off.
Wow.
Yeah, but we still on and running, though. What were you saying?
Where did you last? Last thing you hear?
I'm ain't gonna hold you, bro. I can't. Oh, the Space Jam cast.
Oh my god. Anyways, do you feel like they should have did a second Space Jam, or you felt like they should have just kept the first one?
I feel like it's cool. I don't mind it. I want to see it because LeBron is he's the star of my era of me growing up. It's cool to see that because I seen the first Space Jam. I mean, I was a little kid. I didn't really experience the full love and gratitude towards that movie, as I would Space Jam 2. So I feel like it's necessary. It's LeBron James. He's the star of my era, and it's paying homage to Michael Jordan either way. So.
Yeah, I mean, Charles Barkley, because he was in the first one. Of course, he's been outspoken about it. He said they don't need a 2 or whatever, and it's. A lot of people saying the shit. I remember a couple years ago when Jordan was trying to get Blake Griffin to do that shit.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
that was no bueno.
Hell no, I'm trying. See, that's the kind of shit I'm talking about with Jordan. He just made so many fucking bad decisions after he retired, man. And it's like with owning a team and then talking about he really was a part of that hype, that Blake Griffin hype. You know what I'm saying? When he's sitting there doing all that dunking and shit, and and. It's like, come on, dude. Like, him being Space Jam 2 over LeBron or hell, KD. Like, he's not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, that's just, I don't even know where Michael Jordan's mindset was at because, I don't know, maybe it was some petty shit he was on because a lot of people were saying LeBron is the next one coming, and he probably tried to silence all of that with Blake Griffin. I don't know. Maybe it was some petty shit. Maybe it was him really thinking that Blake was going to be a perennial Hall of Famer, a bigger. Where am I getting at, G? A better legacy player than LeBron James.
Yeah, he thought he had a potential to eclipse LeBron.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, we all know that's some bullshit. But yeah, since we're on that, niggas getting a lot of hype. Back to Zion.
Let's get it.
You hear about Zion. April. He signed with. He had a contract with Prime Sports, which is a marketing agency in Florida. So he sued them first. Yeah, I think he sued them first, and then a few days later, Prime Sports returned the favor,
mm-hmm.
and them niggas was suing him for $100 million. But I mean, they ain't gonna get it because at the end of the day, they was not registered. For one, they ain't had the registrations that they were supposed to have. They won't register for anything in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't a legit agency. You know what I'm saying? So when that's the reason why he signed with another agency and then sued them for not being legit or whatnot, and then they sued sue him in return. So I mean, that whole messy shit that's been happening since April, ever since he declared for the draft and whatnot. And
I just want to say this, bro. For that agency to sue him $100 million, like that's what you call a leecher, bro. Just somebody to grab on your back and just take as much money as they can from you. Like, yo, try to make money on your own. Like, stop trying to upcharge these young black men on future earnings. Like that seems so like disgusting. Like, you can't make your own bread. You have to try to sue this man $100 million.
Exactly.
It just seems. Like, give it a break. Like, this man is young, and you trying to sue him into him first being like with wealthy, saving his family. Like, you're not even thinking about him as a human. You're just thinking about the money you can make from him.
But that just goes back to the conversation earlier. I mean, these big corporations, or wannabe big corporations, they look at people as numbers. They don't even look at people as people. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, and that's the sad part about doing business. Period. It's like you have to take the emotion out of it, and I mean, you would think people would have a lot of morale when it comes to shit like that, But I mean, at the end of the day, it's a dog eat dog world, and then, I mean, it's sad. That's why I try to separate myself with fitness. But for whatever reason, people keep wanting me to be their fucking coach. But it's like, I mean, a lot of those trainers do is, they thrive off of people with low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? They thrive off of that. You know what I'm saying? And half of them don't even get to their body or their appearance by, how they claim that they can help somebody else. Like, they'll say, oh, if you eat this or you do this, and they ain't even do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's just an example, why people just, people is either in it for the money or they in it for, actually trying to make a difference, a positive difference in the world, So I'm not surprised when I hear shit like this, to be honest with you.
Hey, G, I got a question. This is a random question that got nothing to do with the topic. Would you be a celebrity fitness trainer? Like, would you consider that career ever?
I mean, yeah. I mean, the money looking right, yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not about to sit here and, oh my God, I need somebody to put me on, and if it ever was to come around, Cam Newton come knock on my door and be like, hey, yo, I need a trainer, bro. What's up? Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? But
nah, I mean, I don't think. Well, some of them may be in that energy of I need somebody to put me on type shit, but I think a lot of them just promote themselves and they show their clients off, and then celebrities hit them up in the DMs.
I mean, that's the way to go about it. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, I tried to, when it got to a point where it was like, it became more about the money. Then it was like, you know what, I'm just gonna, because at the end of the day, the typical person, the 9-to-5 person, you know what I'm saying, that got a family, got, job to worry about bills, all this. It's like, yeah, they wanna look good, they wanna feel good, they wanna be energized. But at the end of the day, you got shit on your mind, and you sit here and try to do these little trendy little things like, the fasting thing was a trend, and the 100 squat a day and all that stuff can work for certain people, but it don't work for everybody, and it's like a lot of these trainers, they'll go out and then they'll just take advantage of people based off of what's trending, what's the insecurities, all that, and then they just give them some copy and paste bullshit, and it don't even be specific to that individual. They just get some shit that's offline and just give it to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
so okay,
like you charge the people, huh?
You feel like the fitness trainer industry is tainted, which is why you're not really interested in it as much as you were before.
Yeah, I always just kind of looked at the fitness world as corny because I always just been an athlete. Like it was just me being young and judgmental. But at the end of the day, when you seeing these people on these trainers on TV and stuff, and they got the ripped abs and this and that, and you know what I'm saying, and then they like, you can do this too if you whatever, you know what I'm saying, and it's like that's not it's like, come on, that's how y'all motivate people. And then look at New Year's resolutions. You know what I'm saying? People they make the New Year's resolution. I'm gonna be healthy next year. I'm gonna eat right. I'm gonna get in the gym. I'm gonna et cetera, et cetera. And it's like, okay, you do that, and then 2 weeks later, what they do? They stop going to the gym. That's why Planet Fitness is making a killing, because they thrive off of people like that, which is pretty much everybody. I mean, and it's like
how about you be the good apple in a basket of bad apples?
I mean, yeah, but it's more. That's my thing too. Like I'm not straying away from it because it's like, oh, this is such an evil industry. Like, I mean, every industry has evil people in it. Like, that's not my main concern. It's just, my thing is, it's more complicated than just, okay, let me post a workout. Let me post. It's like, yeah, people get motivated, but like sugar, you're gonna constantly need it. You're gonna constantly, you know what I'm saying? And it's like you'll be dependent on somebody else for your own motivation, as opposed to you having that inner drive to then motivate yourself to go to the gym. And it's like, yeah, you wanna have, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people want to work out socially and, you know what I'm saying, want to be around people, which is why a lot of people prefer to go to the gym as opposed to working out at home and stuff. And I get that. But if you're gonna invest that money into a trainer, to a workout plan, to a diet plan, it should be, you should be seeking for it to be personalized to you. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm trying to get to a point here, G. Would you be like? Are you saying that you won't do, like, you won't be interested in doing, being a part of that industry because that you think that these people should do it on their own? Or
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it gets to a point where it's boring to me.
Oh,
okay. And it's like it's not as simple as, hey, let me create this and then boom. It's like it's more complicated, and you pretty much being these people's, pretty much now, unless they like legit, like serious, like a kind of like on some athlete, like bodybuilder type shit, like, one of my guys, Ben, he ain't trying to be a bodybuilder, but he, you know what I'm saying, he's that intense that he's self-motivated to do it on his own, but because he wants a little guidance, that's why he come to me. I'm willing to work with people, people like that. At the same time,
okay,
I'm not. That's not what I want to do the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? It would be like a side hustle. That wouldn't be like my main hustle. You know what I'm saying?
You're not trying to get nobody out the bed in the morning, wake them up with an alarm clock type shit. You're not trying to instill. I feel that. You're not trying to instill that motivation in them. You want them to have it, and you want them. You can assist them.
I mean, no, it's like, but it's like, it's not as, that's what I'm saying. It's not easy. It's not so simple as instilling motivation in people. Because at the end of the day, people have their own reasons for going about stuff. That's anything. So, but for the most part, when it comes to the, like, you know, the fitness health industry, people is dependent on somebody else to motivate them. That's why they go to a coach or whatever. Oh, I need that text, or I need that call, or I need that, you know what I'm saying, I need that person beside me when I work out. And it's like, the trainer, yes, I mean, that's a part of it, but at the end of the day, the trainer is supposed to be there to teach, you know what I'm saying, and then the client is supposed to be receptive to the information.
I mean, but if you look at it, McDonald's, the CEO of McDonald's is not teaching people how to make McDonald's food. They serving it. It's a service. And people is going to the business and eating the McDonald's. It's a service you're offering for money.
Okay, but if you want an adult baby, if you want an adult babysitter, then okay. But that's not the title. The title is not adult babysitter. The title is trainer. I'm here to train you. I'm here to teach you. Or coach, yeah. Here, you know, coach, trainer, that's all the same thing. Here to teach you, train you. Like, my job shouldn't be to have to blow your phone up in the morning. Where you at? My job is not to, did you eat your Wheaties today? Like, that's not my job. Like, my job. You know, I was at, and then
I mean,
also,
you don't have to do all of that though. You could just be, look, I have sessions at this time, blah blah blah. This is how much it costs. Come to the sessions if you want, blah blah blah. You don't got to contact them. They got to come to you.
Okay, yeah, if we have that agreement, yes. But then there's more to it, because then if that person say, you know, they just not feeling like coming today, and then they make up whatever excuse. You don't know if they're lying or not, but they make up whatever excuse, or it may not even be. It may not even be a lie. Their life might be just might be just so hectic. But then that just, I mean, like I said, it's just not where I really want to put a lot of my attention.
Energy. I feel that.
Huh?
I said energy.
Yeah, and it's ironic we on this topic, because in 10 minutes we're actually about to have a certified trainer on here. So shout out to that. Yes, so but yeah, I mean, and we'll definitely have, like, I want his take on it as well.
Yeah, we could definitely revisit that.
Yeah, but anyway, I didn't even get to that
because I stopped the whole conversation to ask you that question if you were interested in being a celebrity trainer.
Oh yeah, it's, I don't know, I don't know what I'm going to do with my life, honestly.
I mean, you figuring it out though. I feel like when people ask me what you want to do, Kyrie, like what you see, like the only thing I say, I don't really give them much. I'd be like, yo, I just want to be a person who is, you know, making money from multiple sources of income, doing things that I love. That's basically it. Like, that's all I want to do in life. I want to do this podcast, make money from it. I want to do music, make money from that. I want to do maybe a clothing line one day. You know what I'm saying? Sell clothes one day. Like, I just want to be an entrepreneur and just have multiple sources of income.
Yeah, I think people get so caught up on titles, and it's like, oh, if you work for a bank, I'm a banker. I can't do nothing outside of banking. It's like I think we finally have reached a day and age where you don't need a specific title. You know what I'm saying? You can just be you. You know what I'm saying? It's like you just got your hat in different. You know what I'm saying? You're doing different things. You're wearing different hats. You know what I'm saying? You got your eggs in different baskets. You know, it's like you don't have to be just this. You don't have to be just that. You can be a fucking school teacher one minute and a stripper at night. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna let nobody know. You know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I think a lot of people just get so caught up on titles. Oh, you're a trainer. You know what I'm saying? I think that, and that's another thing too. I think the reason, I mean, first and foremost, like I said, I think it's just the board. like over time it kind of boring and redundant, and I don't like that. And then I mean you can kind of make your own fun or whatnot, but it gets to a point where you can't always have fun. Like it's kind of by the book, you know what I'm saying? But and then it's like also I think people then start kind of checking you like, oh, how you a trainer and you eating there, or you doing this, and it's like, dude, I'm just that's my job, but I do other shit too, like, you know what I'm saying, like.
You a trainer, like, but you drinking bourbon.
You know what I'm saying? Like, well, how you in the club turning up, popping bottles and shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a preacher, lady. Like, I'm just here. Like, I'm working. That's my job. My body is different from your body. I'm able to eat bullshit and still have a decent body. You can't, because this is why you came to me. But it just gets annoying having to say that all the damn time. Yeah. On top of the fact that it gets boring and redundant.
Being a preacher has to be one of the hardest jobs in the world.
Man, I don't like all them damn priests and shit touching them damn little boys because they so fucking restricted.
Hey, that's the white ones. Those are the white ones. The black ones do not do that.
I don't even know any black priests. That's the Catholics, right?
Yeah, the Catholics. They be over there messing with kids, man.
Yeah, I don't even know any black priests.
But black preachers, all they do is cheat on their wives. That's all they do.
Yeah, cheat on their wives and all the money that the poor people give them, they go buy Cadillacs and shit.
Yeah, Cadillacs. You know, they out there buying Popeye's chicken with it. Gambling, you know, going to the casinos and, you know, having a good time.
Picking up hookers and shit.
Yeah, one night stands type shit.
You know what I'm saying? Something light work.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, that's you know, that's probably why they became preachers, so they could have that life. They probably ahead of the game.
Bruh, you a sick individual if you get into preaching just to have that kind of life. Dancing around, like, not a rapper, not a rock star, like a preacher, bro. That's your claim to fame?
He said, yo, I'm gonna be a preacher so I can have this kind of lifestyle.
Right. And they got, I would imagine, like, that's gotta be like one of the most boring, because, you know, they got those, you know, preacher schools or whatnot. Like, that's gotta be like hella boring.
Yeah. Like, and that's a lot of customer service too, because they always got to come with energy. They can't have a bad day.
And the people that work at like those funerals, like people, I don't talk to a couple people who's either trying to get into that profession or work like in funeral, you know, places and shit.
Yeah,
like they actually like that shit.
Yo,
like,
why?
Why? I don't know. Like they like it. I don't know if it's just peaceful because motherfuckers is quiet or what, but
yeah, you know what?
I don't know.
That's not a job that you fall into. That's a job that you would have to like in order for you to work. Like nobody's falling into that job. Like you have to like that kind of job in order for you to work there because that job is just spooky. It's just ugh.
Yeah, and then they put that, what they call it, that is it embalming fluid or what is it called? Like they put in dead people,
something like that, man.
Keep them plumped and they inject their face and shit. And, you know, it's like
yeah. They got to be a certain kind of individual. You got to be a person who likes. Man, I don't even know. I would have to interview I would love to interview somebody that works that job.
Yeah, definitely. Like what's some weird jobs out there? Like there's some. Let me look up a list of the weirdest fucking.
Yeah. Look that up. I think a dangerous job would be. What's her name? Alexis. She worked at the. She works at the. You said what?
You talking about Alexis Hicks, who we had on?
Yeah. That's a dangerous job.
I said Alexis.
That's crazy.
Anybody who watch those kind of videos know what I'm talking about. Anyways, go ahead.
But yeah, that's a dangerous job.
A professional sleeper.
What does that mean?
A hotel in Finland hired a member of the staff as a professional sleeper to test the comfort of their beds. That would be a great job.
Yeah, that's a great job.
Let me see.
Yo, it depends on the pay, though. If they give you low pay, it ain't worth it, bro.
Drain paint watcher. A full-time Netflix viewer.
That can
train pusher.
What was that? A train pusher?
Yeah. Yeah, that's some weird shit. Professional mourner. Assist dead as they travel to the afterlife. So professional mourners are hired to cry and weep loudly throughout the scene.
Yeah. I actually heard about that before, bro.
What?
Yo.
Snake milker.
That shit right there. They should actually make a movie about that. Somebody who was a professional mourner.
They probably got it on Netflix.
Oh,
Let me see. Oh, my God. Dog food taster.
Yo,
okay.
Yo, you know who would be a good professional mourner, dog?
Oh.
B. Yo, son. He would be killing it at the...
How you stutter while you crying?
Hey, this is payback for that live video we did, man.
Oh yeah, man.
Niggas was going in.
I'm so mad that wasn't able to be saved.
Oh, I gotta tell you, one of our viewers gave us a little feedback on that. She said that she liked that live video. It was just, the niggas going back and forth on the comments. She was like, okay. But she liked that we did the live video, so we definitely gotta, do some, about that.
Yeah, definitely. If niggas get a third phone, you can do that too. Shit.
Yeah.
Anyways, let me see. The number one weirdest job is scuba diving pizza delivery man.
Yo, that gotta be made up, bro. That's something made up. That's not true. That's not a job. I ain't even about to read that shit and what they even compose of, but yeah, I am about to hit up Mr. Harold Logan, certified. We have a guest this week, people. He's a certified trainer, Gene's friend, and we're gonna check him out, see what he's about.
He is the founder of Be Great Guys. Hold on, let me see, because he got two. Okay, here we go. But yeah, he's a great. Apparently, he gives great hugs.
Oh, you would know, huh?
Yes, I would actually.
Okay.
All right. Oh, I think we got him.
Hey, what's going on, baby?
What's good with you, boss man?
I can't call it, man. I ain't call it another day, baby. It's a great day today. What's up with y'all?
Good, man.
What's up, man? I'm over here. Welcome to the podcast, man.
Oh, thank you, bro. What's your name, man?
I'm Kyrie.
Kyrie, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, man.
Harold Logan, brother.
All right.
Can y'all hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
So yeah, what we do with every guest, just give us a little bio. It could be long, it could be short. Just give us a little bio.
All right, right now?
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, my name is Harold Logan. I am with Be Great Guys. We are a healthy lifestyle company, or a lifestyle brand, rather, where we strive to tackle the mindset of health other than as well as the physical, where we tap into the mental component of living this life for a healthy, for the better, and going into your nutrition, going into being able to be back with the physical component. We really strive to tackle your overall holistic approach to health, not just a before and after photo. We want to get in down and dirty with the entire journey, man. With your ups and downs, your good days, your bad days. When you pass the restaurants that you used to eat all the time, and that's when we had those talks, man. You call me up, and we get each other through it together. Because just like my clients, I was in their shoes before. I had a food addiction that I had to come to terms with 3 years ago, 2.5 years ago. And to be able to use my truth and shine light to others and let others not feel ashamed of it and not be able to hide from it, but shine light on it and know that that's the only way we can heal is when we use our truth to edify one another. So, a little bit about me. And also, NASM certified personal trainer, classically trained through culinary from Johnson & Wales. And so with our company, man, we're able to dive into the nutritional component as well as the physical component.
Word. That's what's up. I like that lifestyle brand.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, there's a lot of different lifestyle brands out there. This is a unique one right here. I heard you say food addiction. Now, me personally, I definitely have a food addiction, so I may be hitting you up soon about that.
Yes, sir, man. I'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, because food is God, it's family, it's music, and then it's food right there.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
Food is right there.
But the good thing about it is, man, you can still enjoy the food that you are used to, and that was the biggest lesson that I've learned in this journey. I still enjoy the food that I'm used to, but it's all about moderation now for me. And it's not a sense of it's controlling my life, it's controlling my mindset. Before I used to think about it, I used to go out and I would eat healthy when I was out in public, but in the back of my mind, I know that I will go to that fast food restaurant even after eating that salad when I was by myself because I was so ashamed of it. But when you shine light on it, and when you're able to tackle it head on, man, it doesn't consume your life anymore. It doesn't. You're not a victim to it. You're able to control it, if that makes sense.
Word.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we actually just had a discussion about 10 minutes ago before we got on. And how do you feel about the state of the fitness industry? Like, where do you feel like where you feel like it's at right now?
I'm gonna be right back in 1 minute. Y'all go ahead. All right.
Right now, man, I feel like we're in it's in a fad driven society, man, where all of these fads pop up throughout our life, where you can get quick fixes on things. Like you can lose this 10 pounds or 20 pounds in a month, or you can feel like this in 4 weeks, and they're selling this facade that this life can change in an instant. And that is the worst thing that the majority of us need to hear, man, because we spend so much money, we spend so much time, and we spend so much energy running to these different fads and running to these different quick fixes. And if we just took the time to really be patient with ourselves, with our bodies, and do the work that's needed, then we would get to our point. We would get to our goal, one, faster, and two, we would get there healthier to the point where we wouldn't gain the rate right back if we have a cheat day. You know what I'm saying? Because all these fast, quick fixes, you're just really losing body weight when you get down to the anatomy of it. You're not losing the percentage of fat or your actual body weight when you lose something that fast when you shock the body. So people don't promote that because they don't want people to know that. Because if you know that you're not losing fat in 2 weeks because you lost 5 pounds, it's really all water weight, then the fast won't be so successful, if that makes sense. So I saw the industry for what it was, and it's no diss to anybody, man, because it's an awesome industry to be in. Because when you're able to help somebody, you're able to help not them, but their family, their mindset, their confidence. You know what I'm saying? They have a better outlook on life. But there's also, and this isn't anything, man. There's so many different fads and quick fixes out there that I wish weren't out there. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, that's why we are different with Be Great Guys, man. We really try to tackle the entire holistic approach of being patient and getting and putting in the work, man. Because if you really think about it, if you want to break it down to its simplistic form, all you really have to do is eat right and be moderately active throughout your life, and you will be healthy and you will lose weight. It doesn't take all these pills and all these supplements and all. It doesn't take any of that. You just have to take in the right amount of food and take in the proper food and live an active lifestyle, and you will be healthy and you will lose weight.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying to Kai earlier. And I mean, and saying you, what? Oh, I'm talking to somebody else. But yeah, that's what I was saying to Kai earlier. Yeah, it's like you represent the part of the fitness industry that I do support. You know, because like you said, there is a lot of fads out there. Lose weight quick schemes and shit like that. And it's like, I mean, it's like they brainwash people to thinking this, and then when you get real people that's speaking the truth, they go by your website or they listen to your lecture or whatever, and they like, that nigga don't know what he talking about. That dude don't know what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, it takes money out of your pocket. You know what I'm saying? That person is so lost in the sauce. They ignorant because they got their mind on other stuff that they believe in these so-called professionals that feeding them bullshit. And yeah, it's like that was one of the reasons why I don't be so, I'm not so motivated to really get in that industry, fully,
Most definitely.
That's just one of the reasons. Another reason is, like, do you feel like long term that fitness industry is like lucrative? Like, you can get a lot of, a lot of profit over the, monetary wise over the long haul?
I take it like this, man, and this is something that my mentor taught me, and this is just for not even in the fitness industry, but this business mindset 101. If you put people first and you put the desires, wants of people ahead of being profitable, you will succeed in anything you do. And if you create a system or you create a product that is people driven, that will solve a problem and that will create a solution for the society, you will be successful in your given field of interest or your business that you create. So I feel that what we have and what we try to create and how we put our society and our family first, man, when it comes to creating a solution to the problem, that it would drive success from a personal standpoint, from a mental standpoint, and a business standpoint. So to answer your question, yes, I think it's absolutely a lucrative field to get in, but you have to see it for what it is, and you have to create a lane for yourself that you are satisfied with and you're comfortable with, and your client base will be comfortable with as well, and comfortable with supporting you. So if you just create this a fad like we were just talking about, and like a quick rich scheme or whatever, a get thin scheme quick, then yeah, you may get some money off of it. Yeah, you may get 200, 300 people buy into your product real fast, but the faster you get the money, the faster you're going to lose it. Or the faster you get your client, the faster you're going to lose it, because you're not cultivating that relationship. You're not building the brand like it's supposed to be built. Because when you enter into any business, your brand is a living, breathing being. It's a human. It's a breathing organism. So you have to feed it the right things. You have, just like we feed our body, same mindset. You have to feed it. You have to do the right things to it. You have to put time into it. You have to cultivate it. You have to build it up. And when you do that, and when you do it the right way, and it's going to take longer to do that, and that's where a lot of people fall off, because this life is not short. Like, you have to put time into it. You have to put work into it. You have to sacrifice. You have to be patient. But that's when you can really see those brands that stand the test of time and able to create a culture that people can really fall in love with and support.
Yeah, and I mean, I agree with that. That makes a lot of sense. But I think my number one reason for being 1 foot in, 1 foot out is it seems like it kind of gets boring after a while. Like, it gets kind of like it gets stagnant after a while. Do it ever come a time where it gets boring? Like, you know, whether it's a training, like the routine, whatever, as far as training.
Man, yeah, man, absolutely. But I wouldn't say as it being boring. I would just say the repetition of it. It can get mundane after a while. Like, so if you're training every single day, you're training yourself, you're training your clients, man, you can be in and out the gym 4 or 5 times a day, and that can get very repetitive after a while. But how I do it, for instance, so what I do, I make it to a point where I try to be as energetic with my people as possible. I'm very vocal. I'm very hands-on when it comes to our training sessions, to where I'm working out with that client. I'm not just standing over them and telling them what to do and just watching them do it. Like, I'm in there sweating with them. I'm getting it with them. And that helps me stay in the cycle of being active. I mean, because when they see me going to get it with them, it's almost like a team. Like, we're going to start together, we're going to finish together. And that's my motto within Be Great Guys. Whenever I train anybody, we start together, we finish together. You know what I'm saying? And that helped me, because in the beginning, yes, it was getting mundane, but I was just going and I was doing it, and I was going to another, and I was going to another one, and I just had to figure out a way to make it more lively and make it more approachable for my clients, man. And they, in turn, man, they love the workouts more. They enjoy the workouts because we're able to get it in with them, and they see me dogging it out and grinding it out with them. So that one thing that I implemented helped me to not get bored throughout all these training sessions and throughout my personal training sessions. You know what I'm saying? So that definitely helped out a lot.
Yeah, and like, I couldn't really, maybe I'm looking outside in, but I didn't really understand when G would say it was boring, because it's like you're meeting new people each day, every day. You know, you can have conversations with them. Some of them may be a little quiet, but you know what I'm saying? Like, meeting new people, it can either make your day or you can make their day, and you could talk about other things.
Yeah, boring was a bad word. Mundane pretty much, you know, sums it up. I mean, yeah, because I mean, that's how I met Harold. I met Jared. That's how I met a lot of these cats from just going to the gym, because it was a community.
Most definitely.
It's like you build, when you have that gym, you know, that you formulate relationships with, and you can build that community. You can have camaraderie. You can laugh. It's like it goes from you just going there to get a simple workout to you getting a workout with your friends, and then afterwards just kicking it and shooting the shit. You know?
Yeah, most definitely.
Boring was a bad term.
Okay.
But, you know, the repetitiveness, you know, more so. And, you know, I mean, that's just from my perspective. I'm not saying that's every trainer, you know, whatever. But, I mean, that's just from me.
Let me switch it up real quick. Let me ask a random question. Not really random. It's kind of in the topic, but when is a good time to spit game at a girl in the gym, or is it never a good time?
It's never a good time. What you mean? What are you talking about? Explain yourself, bro. Talk to me. Talk to me. What you talking about?
Nah, because you know how, you know, niggas be in the gym.
For one, it's never a good time for me. I didn't mean to cut you off because I'm married. So, I mean, it's out the
Oh,
question.
facts.
Okay,
but
well.
So talk to me. Because I can't this because I got a lot of people to ask me that.
I will say that because Harold know how I am. When I go to the gym, I'm in focus. You know what I'm saying? But that was back when I'm training to be an athlete. Now that I'm more, getting into the top of the field and all that shit, I'm like, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna experience life. So I called myself about a month ago, spitting game, basically. Like, okay, so this how it happened. So I'm sitting here, I'm by. You know how the one over here is, Harold, the Central Ave Planet Fitness.
Yeah, man, it's actually a dope joint. Yeah, that's a dope joint.
So I'm upstairs where they got the ropes and the little setup over there. So I'm over there, doing push-ups and shit. And then, this good-looking girl came over there, but she was doing her own thing. She had her own little routine, whatnot. But the mats was beside me. Yeah. So so when she started her workout, I didn't say nothing to her because I was just, trying to let her get into her shit. But then when she came back, then that's when I was like, okay. And then she ain't have no headphones nothing in. So I'm like, okay, I'm about to try to
try to shoot your shot. Shoot your shot.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm saying I came up with the corniest way to go about it. I'm saying, like, I'm paraphrasing. I'm like, I asked, does she need a workout partner? Like, that's
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
She's like, nah. She's like, nah. Like, I'm good. Yeah. And so then I'm thinking, okay, damn. I already fucked it up. Like, she, you know what I'm saying? Like, she didn't give me the energy. So then when she would walk away, she was like, my name is such and such, by the way. So then I was like, okay. They gave me energy. They gave me life. I'm like, okay.
Right.
So what you do outside the gym? So then that's, you know what I'm saying? I hit her with that. And then, so long story short, I pretty much got a number. So then so I text, but how sometimes they send a text back, saying, okay, or whatever. So you didn't text back. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I ain't, some people don't text back. So then I text again saying, when are you going to the gym next time? And then I didn't get a response. So then I called and the shit went straight to voicemail. So I felt so devastated. But then, I'm thinking, okay, I'm blocked. So then I tried it on my old phone. I tried to call the number on the little phone app to see if she blocked me. But that one went straight to voicemail too.
Yo, G. Yo, you was doing too much, man. You was doing too much.
You did a little too much.
No, because I was just trying to see if she. I wasn't pressed. I'm not trying to paint the picture that I'm pressed. I was just curious to see if she blocked me. You know what I'm saying? But she probably got one of those things where if it's a new number, then I automatically go to voicemail. Cause you know how like them random ass numbers call you and shit. So there's some on your phone where you can like send all not saved numbers like straight to voicemail. So probably got that, but whatever. I won't press. But yeah, that's my story.
G, you my homie. Like, I mean, I just want to let you know, first of all, you my homie. But just to keep it 100, man, it just sound like, I mean, when you went to the other phone, then it was like, that was a little too much. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what I would have done in your situation, and I mean, we all different, you know what I mean? And I would give her some space. Like, if she didn't pick up, she didn't text, I mean, then she didn't text. In my mind, how I think every single day, I think I'm the baddest motherfucker on the face of this earth. So, if you don't have time for me, then I don't got time for you. You gave me a number, but, I mean, all right, cool, I see you in the gym again. If you talk to me, if I see you in the gym again, we have a conversation, but I'm definitely not going to call and text her more than once. That shit is... That's
true shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that.
I mean, like I said, I'm not trying to paint the picture that I was pressed.
I feel you. No, I feel you.
I mean, I'm just keeping... when I come on this podcast, I like to keep it all the way 100.
Absolutely. You absolutely
I don't like to paint the picture that I'm this Denzel-ass nigga that just get all the business. I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm human. I have insecurities too. So I was just curious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, you went in. I don't know. That's a good question though, man.
You
painted a good question. I mean, because a lot of cats are not even intimidated, but women in general, and this is from like actually like finding clients in the gym and talking to them on a personal level, because this question comes up. It came up from a dude. It came up from a chick. She was like, "Yo, H, why you think men don't really like to press women in the gym?" And I kept it 100 with her. I said, "Here's the deal. You wear all this revealing clothes, so you want to be seen, but as soon as somebody come up to you, you give them this like shoulder."
Hell yeah.
And she did that. I mean, before I met her, she was doing that. And I say, you have to understand what the picture you're painting. You're painting a very seductive picture for people to be attracted to you from the clothing that you're wearing. And as soon as somebody come up to you, you think you're too good to have a conversation. And she didn't like that, but she knew I was telling her the truth because I seen it, her do it. And so I mean, women, I don't know why. I don't know, man. It's like that club vibe. You know what I mean? Women wear nothing to a club. As soon as a dude look at her, she get mad. Like, it's just, I don't know, man. I'm gonna
say this though. Like, I can understand it from both sides because
I can too.
If the roles were reversed and women kept coming up to us nonstop 24/7, we would get kind of like, all right, I don't have the time for that. Let me just, can I just pump my gas? Can I just buy a bag of chips from the store? Like,
and that's what she said. That was her argument, Ty, and it made complete sense when she said it. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, so it's always going to be some rift between males and females. You just like what needs to happen. It just needs to be an energy force that connects, and then that's you know if it's just a dude coming up to a girl and she not feeling it at the moment, it's just not going to happen at that moment.
Most definitely.
But
absolutely.
If she's willing to open up and be like, okay, I'm interested, and that's when it's going to happen.
Yeah, that's a good question, man. I like that. That's a good question.
Yeah, I mean, okay, so y'all both are fathers, so
happy Father's Day, bro. Happy belated Father's Day.
Appreciate that. You too, man.
My man.
But yeah, so the draft, I ain't watched the NBA draft. I don't know if y'all watched it or not, but so Zion. So when Zion got called up to be the first overall pick to the Pelicans, so his at the end when they how they take the pictures at the end, you know what I'm saying, the family picture or whatever, and to come on stage and shit. So it was brought to our attention by Jada Black, the YouTuber who be saying some real shit sometimes. And he brought up the point. He made a point that Zion, his father, his biological father is not in his life. So his stepdad has been raising him. His stepdad is actually an AU coach, and actually the reason why Zion developed the skill, to be where he's at. So at the end, he had his mother. It was Zion, obviously, his mother, his half brother, who is the son of the stepdad, and they didn't have the stepdad go on the stage. So it was just Zion, the mother, and the other son, and the stepdad's son, and the stepdad didn't go on stage. Like, I personally feel like that's messed up. I feel like the stepdad should have went on stage as well and been able to have that moment, with Zion and the rest of the family.
Wait, so were they preventing him from going on stage, or did he not want to go on stage?
No, they ain't prevent him. He could have did it if he wanted to, but I guess out of respect or whatnot, he wanted to let them have that moment. But I feel like he deserved that moment too.
I mean, to each his own.
Go ahead. I'll let you go, Ty. Go ahead, bro.
I feel like to each his own. If he felt like that moment would, be good for that side of the family, for the mother and the child. I mean, it's cool if he wants to do that, and it's also cool if he wants to stand up on stage as well.
Yeah.
It's up to the stepfather at the end of the day.
Yeah, man, because every father's different, man, and I mean, I don't know, man. I think it was. I didn't see the draft either. I saw a little bit of it. I saw the emotions that the guys were given toward their fathers, because the other ones had their fathers with them. And I thought it was cool that, I mean, I don't know. I can't really speak on it because I didn't know anything about Zion and his dad being up there, so I don't want to say. But I think if he wanted, I'm gonna agree with Ty, man. If he wanted to stay off and just let his son have that moment, or his stepson have that moment, then I respect it. And you know what I mean, that was his own free will to do. I hope, as long as it wasn't like, oh, you're not the real father, you don't get this moment. As long as it wasn't like that, then if it was at the father's discretion for his family to have that moment, you got to respect it.
Yeah, you got to respect it.
I mean, now, I don't know what the situation was. Now, if it was a situation where she insisted for him to come up and he was just like, nah, I'm not gonna go up, then okay. But it don't seem like she made the fight for him to go up. She was like, oh, okay, all right. I mean, I don't know, but it just seemed like a lot of mothers in that situation where if they ain't with the original father or whatnot, then it's like it's just one of those power things. Like, it just like they didn't want to take on, like, yeah, I'm the only one in your life. Kind of like how mothers are towards a girlfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like they don't want that new girl in your life or whatnot, and I don't know. It's just,
well, that's different. Is the stepfather and the mother still married? Because if that's the situation, and he's been in Zion's life this long, and
yeah, they still together. He was there.
Well, that's different. If that's what it is, and it's not just like speculation and gossip, if that's what it is, and that's a problem, because the mother shouldn't have done that to her husband, especially after the husband raised Zion. You know what I'm saying? So, but if that's the truth, then that was wrong. But if it's just speculation, then it's just us talking about it. And I mean, because you never know what could be going on.
Right.
The father could have been really just like so happy for his son. He could have been like, yo, man, I'm going to let my son have this moment. He worked his ass off to get to this point. And even though I helped him, like, I don't need the limelight. It's not about me. You know what I'm saying? Like for instance, so when Levi becomes grown and grows up, and he uses all of the lessons that myself and my wife teaches him, like, the spotlight for me is that he actually goes out and becomes a great man of God, and being able to respect others. Like, I wouldn't need somebody to say, oh, Harold Logan, he raised him right, he did. Nah, I mean, the fact that he's actually God forbid, won't be in jail, won't do anything crazy. I mean, we all mess up sometimes, but being able to be a man of God, respect others, and have a beautiful family, and being able to come out here and help others, man, that's my limelight. Like, that's my celebration, and I don't have to have the spotlight on me. I just know that as long as I do the right things to raise my son the right way, then I can get all the limelight I can, but I can just do it in the comfort of my home with my wife. I dap my wife up, say, hey, you did a good job with him. I mean, you raised a good one, and we just laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just how I think. Ty, you could be thinking something different, but that's just how I would think.
Word, definitely. That's how I think as well. That actually, it popped up a question in my head just now. It's kind of a strange question, but it's like the area that I live in right now, New Jersey. It's the suburbs. It's a white area. We have black people, but the black people here, kind of, I call them Oreos. You know what I'm saying? They okay. Black on the outside, white on the inside, and there's a couple of black people out here that are black. You know what I'm saying? That act black and all that. But the question I want to ask y'all is: say your child grows up, right, and says to you, "I don't want to date black. I want to date, other." Like they don't want to date black. Like, say you have a son, I don't want to date black girl, or I don't want to date a black guy.
Jen, you can go first if you want to.
How do you guys feel about that? Because a couple of kids said that out here, and I was just mind boggled by that. So I want to know how y'all feel about that.
Well, I'll let you go first, Harold, because I know you got to be out of here. You got to climb and shit.
All right, cool. Well, that's a great question, man. And so personally, I don't have a problem with it. I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with it as long as whoever my son is with respects him and loves him for him. I don't care if she purple. I don't care if she blue, black, yellow, Asian. I don't care. I don't care about any of that because I dated them all. I mean, because it would be dishonest, and it would be this would be dishonest for me to say, and hypocritical. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, G. Hypocritical for me to say, man, I don't want you to date that race or date that race because they have a stigma that society has put on that race when a black man dates that race. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, if you find somebody that you can rock with and she respects you and she loves you for you, she treats you like a man, she don't belittle you, and she treats you like a grown man, then date them and fall in love with them, get married, make babies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just, my thing is, man, because the way I grew up, man, I grew up out of Norfolk, Virginia, Chesapeake, Virginia, and I grew up in the hood, man, and I didn't see my first white person, like for real white chick that I was like digging until like almost junior year of high school, man. So it was all black for me my entire life. My mother and dad, my mother, for instance, was saying, yo, don't bring them in the house. Like, I don't want to have them in the house. Like, it was just, I just got this, that was in me for a minute. And when I got to high school, when I got to college, it just opened my eyes, man, to see that, like, these women are just, they just like me. Yeah, they don't deal with the same type of, like, negativity that we deal with at times, but some of them just as cool as we are. And some of them cooler than black chicks. Just to keep it 100, you know what I'm saying? And just to be 100, they're not stuck up. And I'm not talking about any black chick in particular, but just, like, some chicks are cooler than black chicks. So I wouldn't tell my son to just be tunnel vision on one race where there are so many other possibilities and nuances that you can fall in love with different women. So, I mean, date them all, man, but just be honest with them. Date them all, though.
So what I was trying to get at to the point where, like, say he says, like, I literally don't want to date any black women at all. I'd rather like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind dating outside of my race at all whatsoever, or my kids. Okay. But I'm saying, like, what if he said, like, I just don't want any black chicks at all? Like, I don't want that.
Then that will be a conversation on why. Like, that will be a conversation of what he learned, what he saw, because he's young, so he's impressionable. So what did you see? What did the media portray to you, or what did you see in school or outside that made you feel that way? And then that will be like a deeper conversation with him and I, and Ari and my wife. But I don't know, man. I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure. I mean, that's a deep question. I mean, I would definitely want to hear him out. I mean, because I wouldn't just negate it all and just say, man, yo, you dating black. I mean, I can't tell him that, but because that's gonna push him further away. I would really just want to know his why, and then see what his standpoint is, so we can address it and move forward, so he can get a better understanding and not be so closed-minded to his own people. You know what I mean? Definitely don't be so closed-minded to your own people.
Right. Yeah.
I appreciate that, Harold.
Yeah, man, you know it, fellas.
You know you got business to take care of, so I'm gonna let you go.
I appreciate it, fellas.
Yeah, it was good having you on. Oh yeah. Give one shout out or a couple of shout outs before you leave, man.
Man, I just want to be honest, man, I want to shout you fellas out for allowing me to come on, man, and allowing me to continue to talk Be Great Guys, man. And I just want to thank you guys for giving me the opportunity. Shout out to my beautiful wife and my family always, my mentor Albert, and yeah, man, just thank y'all for giving me the opportunity. G, saw you yesterday, I ain't seen you in a minute. We definitely got to link up more. And yeah, man, just continue to follow me. If you haven't followed me, or if you don't know me, follow me at begreatguys.com or on Instagram at Harold Logan III, Harold Logan, little I, or you can just hashtag Be Great Guys and you'll find me. Look up the Facebook page, look up the Be Great Guys Facebook page and the Facebook community, where it's a community all nationwide where we just strive to edify and uplift each other, man. So, yeah, just look out, man. I appreciate it. Appreciate the time.
Meet you around tomorrow, man.
All right, man. Sound good, brother. I appreciate it, fellas. Hey, Ty, it was a pleasure to meet you, bro.
All right, you too, man. Be safe.
All right. Yeah, likewise, man. Y'all have a wonderful night.
All right.
All right, man.
All right, brother.
G.
Yo, he was calling you Todd.
Yeah, I know. It was one of those things where I was just like, I'm gonna just let him rock with it, man. I'm just let him rock with it. I don't feel like correcting the bruh. It's all good. It's all good.
I feel you, man.
But now we got to get to your answer about that question.
I mean, he pretty much. I mean, yeah, you have to have some kind of conversation because it's like there's something ain't going right in the household. Obviously, if he feel like that, you know. I mean,
what's making it not right?
Yeah, I mean, like if because say if his mother is black, then okay, then some either you know he's not feeling love by enough love in the household, or he like Harold said, he feeling like he's getting brainwashed outside of the household, or if his mother is white or another race outside of black, then maybe that could be potentially the thing. Maybe he has such a close bond with his mother that he wants he want his lady to be saying the exact same. So then I mean it would just go back to just having a conversation. Right. With him. So I mean, Harold pretty much answered it. How about you? How you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel like if you say that, okay, if you're black and you say like I don't want to date anybody black, then I feel like that it is kind of either a brainwash or you don't love the skin that you're in. Like for you to say I wouldn't date black, it's like I wouldn't love myself in a sense.
I mean, and then like how guys like be like I want to date somebody light skinned. You know what I'm saying? I think that's just as bad. I mean, it's like why?
Nah, it's not just as bad. It's bad, but it's not just as bad. Trust me.
I think it's just if a dark skinned guy or any kind of guy, dark skin, light skin, whatever, he like I just want to just date light skinned women because I mean that's usually the popular choice between dark skin and light skin. I just want to date light skinned women. You know what I feel like?
You know what I feel like about that though? I feel like that's a phase that youngins go through, which is why I didn't say it was, just as bad, because I feel like that's what young kids be saying coming up.
That's grown ass men still saying shit like that. 40-year-olds saying shit like that.
Yeah, you got a point there.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it's just as bad, whether it's racism, colorism. I mean, it's all in the same boat. Because I mean, I honestly I feel like colorism is worse. It's like your own people hate each other. You know what I'm saying? It's like at least you can say with racism, it's just a matter of whether it's white, Hispanics or Indians, whatever, they just not used to being around black people. So all they know is their race, and that's what, or they brainwashed by their parents or whatever. But with black, you know what I'm saying? You this is your community. This is who you've been around your whole life. You might not have had a lot of dark skins in your household, or you might be dark skinned yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you hate yourself.
Yeah.
When it comes to colorism as opposed to racism. So,
yeah.
I mean, that's my.
And all I'm gonna say, bro, is that white people haven't figured out, because white people come from different areas of the world, but guess what? They know that they have that white skin together, and they're gonna work together. That's all blacks need to do, so we can move forward. Like we too worried about, oh, I'm not African, I'm Jamaican, or the other way around. Africans are better than African American. Like we too worried about that divide. When we're all black, we just got to understand we come from different parts of the world, but we're still all black. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, but I don't think we should go to that stream like Killer Mike. You seen that Netflix? His Netflix show?
Yo, I watched the first episode. I didn't finish it, though.
Yeah, I don't think it should be on that level of the stream as far as, trying to do, what I'm saying, doing business with black people, your own race or whatnot. I think then it's like now you kind of, instead of it being the white people, you know, being racist and being restrictive. Then it's like, then you have that mindset of, you know, just utilizing black products or just dealing with black people in business or whatever. Now you on, you know what I'm saying, in that same mindset. It's like, you know, it's like, I get it. Like you want to, you know, put, you know, more people, minorities in places of power, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think you should go to the extreme of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like it's just like anything, just a balance. Like, it should just be balanced.
Yeah,
just
it should be a
give
balance.
it to the highest qualified individual.
Because
look,
what I'm saying? Here's where the strength would be. There's two things that need to happen. All black people from all areas of the world need to come together and understand that we're black, but we're also different. But we're black. There's one army, but there's different departments of this army, right? And then the second thing we need to realize is that, whoa, how did I lose this thought right now? Wow. Oh, yeah. The second thing we need to realize is that we need to start looking above the hatred part and like, I hate white people, because if you focus on that part, then you're only feeding into what they're doing as well, and now you're on the same boat. But if you start looking above that and just being like, look, y'all could do whatever, not whatever, but y'all could be over there, we could be over here. I can also talk to you guys as well. I can be friends with you guys as well. I'm not going to hate on you guys. I'm not going to do any hate crimes. I'm not going to say fuck white people. I'm not going to say none of that shit. If you have that energy plus saying that, you know, all black people, I'm going to work together, then that's only going to uprise the whole race as a whole. And the whites, the racist whites, is going to start looking at that as, wow, we really can't damage them like we used to. Because they've been doing divide and conquer for years, bro.
Yeah, I think also when we keep, you know, when the powerful voices in the black community keeps bringing up the fact that, you know, white people have power and, you know what I'm saying, they can oppress people and all this. I think you add fuel to that fire. It's like they eat that stuff, like the true racists. Like, they eat that stuff up. Like we still affecting them. Yeah. So I just feel like there's ways of bringing awareness without, you know, like, you know, adding fuel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like there's ways to go about it. You know?
Yeah, and I feel like niggas like Jay-Z got it figured out, bro. Like, he's moving in silence and he's just gaining power, and he's teaching other blacks, look, this is what you do. Like, you have to do, like, we have to do shit like that, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
because money and land.
You know, and that's where Nipsey was headed. I mean, he was pretty much on that road to, you know, going beyond just hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Like, getting into stem cell research and getting into, you know, herbs and stuff that can help cure these diseases and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
bro,
I mean, they
like,
often.
Yeah, I think Nipsey's death, like, scared a lot of celebrities, bro. I know it scared a lot of celebrities like Jay-Z or Steve Harvey, like any celebrity that's doing anything for the black community, because if he can get popped off like that while doing greatness for the black community, like, you know, they watching over their shoulders, bro. They watching over their shoulders.
I mean, that's why I commend LeBron a lot. You know what I'm saying? You got that school. You know, what's the school called?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
but
Freedom School or something. I don't know. Not that.
You said Freedom School?
Yeah.
that's not the school name. Let me see. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like we need more athletes doing stuff like that. You know, because then I think that you know, I think sports is one of the most, you know, is one of those things that do, you know, bring everybody of all races together. So it's like, if you can have LeBron, you know what I'm saying, get, you know, first and foremost, getting into these kids' head that, you know, all black people, It's not bad. You know what I'm saying? I think that's, you know what I'm saying? Our primary school. I think that's the I think we should have more athletes doing things like that. You know, they ain't necessarily got to be no Martin Luther Kings or nothing, but they just do it by actions, like utilizing their money to, you know what I'm saying, give scholarships, or, you know what I'm saying, invest in schools and stuff instead of just getting the latest Benz and the latest chains. You know what I'm saying? I think we'll be headed in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely, because you can help in many different ways. You can help in providing nutrition, being a scientist, being a musician, and, you know, creating jobs for other people. Like, there's a tons of ways to help the black community.
Yeah. But anyways, how you feel about those NBA awards?
Yo, so I seen a tweet, and it says the NBA. I think it said, I'm paraphrasing. It's like the NBA is going global or something like that. And all the awards are won by international players, bro. Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, MVP, Most Improved Player of the Year. All of them are international. They're not from the U.S.
Rudy Gobert?
Yeah, Rudy Gobert is from France.
Oh, wow. Lou Will?
Oh, he's a six man?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, he a nigga.
he a nigga. Like, there's two, like, he a nigga. Like, he ain't.
And he got Bradley Beal. I mean, he got the Community Assist Award.
Yeah.
Mike Conley got the Sportsmanship Award.
Yeah. Those are the second tier awards, bro.
You said what?
Like, those awards matter as far as morality, but as far as the sport of basketball, they were focusing more of the sport of basketball awards where international players won.
I feel you that. I feel like I said, hey, we ain't gonna downplay no awards here.
Nah, yeah, that's true. That's true. All awards matter, man. Wow, yeah, all awards matter.
Exactly.
But wait though. Now that you bring that up, you know, Giannis won by, they said 78% over James Harden, so it wasn't as close. How do you feel about that, G? Do you feel like James Harden should have won or Giannis?
I mean, clearly that, you know, they already they had their votes locked in before the postseason, so it didn't factor in the actual postseason. So I think if they would, I mean, and I know the awards is supposed to be just a regular season thing, but I think they should factor in postseason, because if they factor in postseason, then it would have been a lot closer. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then on top of that too, everybody likes Giannis. You know what I'm saying? I mean, James is not well liked by everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that played a factor too, because I mean, averaging 36 points ain't nothing to you know what I'm saying, to just look over. You know what I'm saying? So I think it should have been a lot closer, even just including the regular season. But if postseason was included, it would have definitely been a lot closer, and it probably would have swung in Harden's favor.
I disagree. I don't think it should be. I think it should just stick to the regular season, to be honest, bro.
Why?
That's what the awards are for. Like, the playoffs is for that NBA title, and that's it.
I'm not saying that it should be the dominant percentage of swinging a pendulum, because it's like, then if that's the case, then half the niggas on the Warriors would be considered for these awards. I'm saying that it should, like, the niggas who already got the higher percentages at the regular season, I think postseason success should have some small influence on the points.
Nah.
Well, we'll disagree.
Zero influence. Postseason, you in the postseason for one reason and one reason only. Is a hard road, but you got to get there. You got to get there.
Well, then would you agree that then if that's the case, then shouldn't they have the awards before the playoffs start? Wait till like regular season was like 2-3 months ago.
Nah, I would say no, because it would distract the playoff teams from continuing to stay on that focused energy rise.
That's bullshit. No, because most of the players who was even nominated didn't even show up to the award show. Nobody really cares. I mean, okay, it's just that one little moment where, okay, yes, they kind of gives us, if anything, that'll help the teams who do have the award winners. You know what I'm saying? Because then it gives that little oomph that gives that player or that whole team or that oomph, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That little motivation, that little push to go into the postseason. And like I said, I mean, it don't really play that much of influence because most of the niggas who was nominated didn't even show up to the award show. You know what I'm saying? So I don't feel like it would affect anything as far as like team morale goes. Like,
I mean, it would like.
You think the Warriors give a fuck? You think they give a fuck? You think Kawhi give a fuck?
Bro, it's like.
You think LeBron give a fuck?
It's
if he was in the playoffs.
It's like this. Going into the playoffs, you want to have momentum so you can stay with that same energy playing every game 1-4 or 1-7 or 1-6, 1-5, whatever. But when you put an award show right there at the end of the regular season before the playoffs, they kind of get weak legs. They sitting down too much. They need that momentum heading into that playoff so they can be battle ready.
First of all, the award show is just one. Okay, first off, it's one night, and
it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense to have it one night and then play. Like, it's just too much going on.
I mean, the playoff. Okay, first of all, like I don't even know how is this because postseason they give them at least a couple days break between the regular season and playoffs anyway. So I mean, they already gonna have have their workouts and whatnot. And like I said, they ain't even gotta show up because they already know who's gonna be the winner. Like, I feel like they already let the players know ahead of time who's gonna be the winner, which is why most of the nominated athletes don't even show up. So it's like, my thing is, it really won't affect too much. Like, okay, the people who winning the awards, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got to be there. I mean, they don't have to be, but
look at this, though.
They'll celebrate. But then it's like, it's not even, like, I don't see it as a big deal.
Look at this, though. Now, the award show, you can't just throw on a wife beater and just go there. Like, you got to get dressed up. You make sure your hotel room is over there. But wait, hold on. You got to get dressed up, make sure the hotel is booked and all that. When you're supposed to be at practice for the playoffs. You ain't trying to worry about your suit for an award show when you're trying to practice for the playoffs.
But okay, you can still practice. You got like these niggas practice all day. They can have a morning practice. Then once that's over with,
that's too much.
It's not even going. It's not what?
It's too much. It's too much scheduling. It's too much scheduling. Okay,
that's being a professional. Boo hoo. Think about what they do on throughout the course of the playoffs. They're going from one, like the finals, for instance. They got to go all the way from Oakland, California, to Toronto, Canada, and do that throughout 6 games. Like back and forth. Look how strenuous that is. I mean, they're accustomed to it at this point.
But
I mean, it's 82 games of going from one part of the country to the other part of the country, then back. They're used to it by now. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, that's flying back and forth. But if you gotta get your suit ready, get your hotel booked for the city that the awards is in,
and they don't gotta worry about booking no hotel. They ain't like me and you where we have to go to fucking Motel 6 and renovate some shit.
I mean,
no, they got agents and shit for that. They ain't gotta worry about that.
They still gotta make sure their families got rooms and food. Like, it's a lot of scheduling that goes on, man. They in playoff mindset. They ain't got time for that right there. They ain't got time for it.
I mean,
I'm just saying.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense, but I feel like waiting so long. If you're gonna make it just a regular season award show, then it shouldn't be so far separated from the regular season. Cause niggas done forgot about half the niggas that was nominated. It's like, damn, that was a thing. He did good. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's so separated from the regular season. It's like and I don't even know the ratings for the damn award show. I mean, probably wasn't that good. I mean, because a lot of people just looked at it the day before and looked at it on Google as they was giving the awards out.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
That's fine though, because look at the BET Awards, man. You say the same thing. Who's this artist that's best music video of the year or runner up? Who? It's the same thing.
No, I'm not saying as far as the players. I'm not knowing the players. I'm saying not remembering, what they did that season. Like, cause you so separated from the regular season. Cause it's like, how the hype of, Giannis versus Harden was like a legit thing. You know what I'm saying? Towards the end of the season, like that was like one of the hottest topics. It's like now that the postseason has been completed, the Raptors done got they trophy or whatnot, and Giannis choke, Harden, of course, get eliminated again. It's like, I mean, we in a society where you're here today, going tomorrow. Like, we already done forgot about y'all having a spectacular season because y'all postseason was so shit. So, at this point, it's like, yeah, it's a great moment. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to them, but I wish it would have, just for them, for their sake, have it close to the regular season so they can enjoy the momentum of that moment. Now the moment is lost, you know what I'm saying? Like, we done moved on.
I feel that from a momentum standpoint of ratings, I feel what you're coming from, but as far as a momentum standpoint of basketball...
And basketball too, because think about it. Like, if you're a true competitor, you just got eliminated in the playoffs. You ain't thinking about no damn regular season awards. The time to be thinking about it is once you completed the regular season. Then that's your toast, your little celebration for getting through the season, getting through that long ass 82 games. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, the momentum, you feeling good about yourself. You know what I'm saying? The competitive nature of that award show. It's like, oh man, I'm trying to beat this nigga. And then the winner, like I said, goes into the playoffs and, you know what I'm saying, and have that extra oomph. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's ever so slightly. You know what I'm saying? It's like, but you get the awards after you've been eliminated in the second round, or you made it to the final four, and you get eliminated in the Western Conference, Eastern Conference. It's like you ain't even feeling like being there. You just collecting it just so you know what I'm saying, it's a big moment as far as having an MVP. But it's like, damn, it's kind of like in your mind it's an asterisk because it's like you didn't win the chip. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like, just for the players' sake, it's like damn, like I'm not even feeling like being up here. I just had an embarrassing playoff run. Like, I don't even want to be here now.
I feel that. I mean, yeah. I mean, I still feel like that award should be afterwards. It's still an accomplishment for these guys, a special night.
So what if Harden would have went on to win the championship, and then he lose the MVP, but he went on to win the championship. He averaged 30, like if he averaged, like, just throwing out a number, 32, 34 points throughout the playoffs, you know what I'm saying, get the finals MVP, you know what I'm saying, and then Giannis, he got eliminated how he got eliminated in the playoffs. And then it's like, even in Giannis' mind, he would be like, damn, I didn't really deserve this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because after all that, you ain't gonna feel like you deserve it if you just beat out somebody who just won the finals and the finals MVP.
So you're saying you think the playoffs should be should play a role in the award?
A small role. I ain't saying a major role. I'm not saying if Harden was to go on and, you know what I'm saying, just because Harden, got into a round, a later round than Giannis, he should win it. No. If he would have won the championship and got the MVP, then yeah, that should have a much greater influence. But if he just made it to the Western Conference Finals and still got eliminated, then no. I mean, it shouldn't affect his stock too much. You know what I'm saying? But it's just hypothetically, if Giannis got eliminated in the first round and Harden went on to win the championship, but then y'all got the award show after the postseason. Like, Giannis ain't gonna, if you're a true competitor, you ain't gonna feel like you deserve that award.
So what was that award? You said the Community Service Award for Bradley Beal?
Yeah.
Should the postseason matter for that too as well?
I mean, shit, if they still give it to the community, shit. Community don't stop, you know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, though, like, some of these awards don't have nothing to do with the postseason, like Rookie of the Year.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm getting at, though.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, you know what I'm getting at. You like the awards that really matter. MVP and defensive player.
What if throughout the whole regular season there was a defensive player that was just monster, right? But then in the postseason they got injured, and so you're gonna choose.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. I'm saying obviously there should be some kind of complicated algorithm to you know what I'm saying, go along with it. I'm not saying that it should be some kind of simplistic, you know, postseason. If you make it, you know what I'm saying, if you make it to this round, like I'm not saying it should be that like that. I'm saying like there should be some kind of complex algorithm that should factor it in some kind of way. Cause like I said, just because Harden made it to the Western Conference and Giannis didn't make it to the conference, you know what I'm saying, games, that shouldn't hold too much weight in the standings as it should be. You know what I'm saying? Like Giannis should still win, you know what I'm saying, then at the end of the day. But if Harden would have went on to win the finals and MVP, then that should have played a much bigger, that should have gave him a much bigger boost. He might have still barely won or barely lost, but at least he would have been closer had you factored in the postseason than if you just go based off the regular season set.
I feel that.
Hope it all the way after the postseason is over with.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, rookie of the year is not going to matter because half the time, if you were a lottery pick, you go into a sorry-ass team, which is going to take at least 2 or 3 years to even become a decent team. You know what I'm saying? Unless you land a LeBron or some shit. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, rookie of the year, you know, like, I mean, I think, I'm going to say this. I'm going to list the awards that should be influenced more so with the playoffs. I think obviously most valuable player. I think defensive player. I think sixth man, coach of the year. I mean that's the main ones. Executive. I think executive more so the off season. But yeah, I think those are the key. Those are the key to awards. You know what I'm saying? You can't really. It's not fair to factor in rookie of the year in that conversation. But that's why I said algorithms. Because say if that rookie went on, like Magic Johnson, he won the finals in his rookie year. So then I think that should play, and he played a big role. So I think that should play it's algorithm. I think it should play a small percentage if you know what I'm saying, if they ain't do a lot in the playoffs. I think it should only count if they made a serious push in the playoffs and they really routed their team to victories and had those moments. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel what you're saying. It could work either way. The ratings would be good either way. So, that's why I said, like, I agree with you. It shouldn't be between the postseason and regular season because it does kind of slow up things, which is why it should stay at the end of the postseason. I just think they should, again, just factor in the postseason. When Magic Johnson won his freshman year, who's the MVP of the finals? Kareem?
Let me see. Magic Johnson. Damn, I don't know. That was like, 1981? Shit.
Yeah, something in the 80s.
Nah, I'm putting in Michael Jordan shit. Damn.
That's crazy.
I'm still heated with Magic. I mean, Michael.
Yo, you know what I want right now? I want a meatball parm sandwich with French fries, man.
From where? Where are you getting that from?
Probably from the diner, but I ain't got no money, so I'm gonna just probably eat a sandwich tonight. I get paid on Friday.
I'm trying to get a fucking Philly cheesesteak.
Nah, man, yeah. I'm good off of that.
I'm trying to get that one. I'm trying to get. Man, I ain't looking at shit. That shit is so fat. Like, goddamn. That's the 81 fighters. Hold on, man. I'm like doing this shit. Hey, you know that that homework assignment that the teacher give you, like, damn, I feel like doing that shit.
You felt like you was back in college, man.
Like, damn, man, you got me.
Checking the blackboard and shit. Yo, college.
Go ahead.
Nah, I was just about to say, college, man, you got a lot of anxiety, but you're having a lot of fun too, so it kind of balances out.
Yeah, I love the college life, but that tuition, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a whole nother fucking level. Jeez.
Yo,
okay,
bro, like every time I went to the financial aid office, I was like, just go ahead and slap another loan on there. I'm just trying to graduate. I don't even know what I'm supposed to be paying back. Just go ahead and slap another loan on there.
Yo, he won the Finals MVP his rookie year.
Are you kidding me?
His rookie year was 79, right? Yeah.
Wow.
80, yeah.
Yo, the league was shook with that rookie.
So okay then. So then that proves my point. Should that not be factored into the rookie of the year?
I gotta see how he did in the regular season.
I'm saying if he obviously is Magic, he had a good regular season. I mean, him and Larry Bird was killing shit. The reason why NBA, got commercialized because it was because of them. So, being said, hypothetically speaking, because I'm not even about to look up his stats, but he had a good regular season. You know what I'm saying? He was the leader. He was leading on the boards with the rookies going into the postseason. And then he had that phenomenal, or say if he was coming in second on the, going into the postseason. Then he had that phenomenal playoff run and won the Finals MVP and won the Finals. Should that not be factored in to the Rookie of the Year?
I would say if his rookie numbers were better than the next rookie's numbers during a regular season, then yeah. But
okay, but I'm saying if he went into the postseason, second in the voting going into the postseason, and then he had that phenomenal run, and then obviously won the MVP in the finals. Should that not be factored in to potentially bump him to number one?
Nah, I'm gonna stick with my gut with the regular season.
Oh, you what? Said all that shit for you to just stay where you was at. Yeah, whatever, man. Anyway, I mean, is there any of these awards that you disagree with?
Let me see. So, okay, Giannis is the MVP, sixth man Lou Will, defensive player Rudy Gobert, rookie of the year Luka. Most improved was Pascal. Nah, they're all good. I agree with all of them. I agree with all of them.
How about the Community Assist Award?
Nah. He definitely don't deserve that award. Somebody there's a lot of niggas out here doing shit.
House of Highlights Moments Award.
The YMCA Dad Award. They need to get that in there too.
These niggas. And Lifetime Achievement Award, Magic and Larry. Like, what is the purpose of that award? Like,
Lifetime Achievement. Yeah, I feel like that's very valid in my opinion, bro. Like, it gives homage to someone who's been in the game for a long time and who is still here. And it's just a lifetime achievement. They did a lot of things, and you want to remember them. So they do it with music as well. It's a time to look back and remember somebody that been in the game for a long time. So I feel like it's valid.
I don't know why they waited so late to give it to him.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, man. Yo, Larry Bird's nose, man, that shit.
Yeah, that's a one ugly motherfucker. That's ugly. I'm sorry. That nigga fit with Boston. I can see Boston. I can see some niggas looking like him. In Indiana, I can see some niggas looking like Larry Bird.
Some Indiana.
Golly.
God.
Jesus.
Say.
Yeah.
I cannot.
They look like a 70-year-old grandma at 30 years old.
Bro, what is going on, man? He making money. Nah, let me stop, man.
That nigga, golly.
Yeah.
That nigga look like Squidward. Oh, man.
Oh, snaps. Son, he do look like Squidward, dog. I ain't gonna hold you.
That shit crazy. Okay, so what you think about these free agents though? Where you seeing everybody land?
All right, so Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving's coming to the Brooklyn Nets, my team.
Wishful thinking.
Jimmy Butler is going to.
Nobody cares.
He's going to the. Honestly, Jimmy Butler's up in the air, bro. I haven't found a destination for him.
We just need to go back to the Bulls and we call it a day.
Yeah, go back to the Bulls for 3 years and retire. Yeah,
nobody cares. Just disappear. All right,
Kemba, I think he should go to the Lakers, but I don't think he's going to the Lakers. He may team up with a nigga like Kawhi if he leaves the Raptors or wherever Jimmy Butler goes, but that's not going to be a good mix.
Yeah, because Lakers ain't got no cap space, and they said that Leonard visited Mavs, but we all know it's either between Clippers and Raptors.
Yeah, my thing is this, bro. Why would he even consider the Mavericks?
Yeah. It's kind of like that bad chick that you know what I'm saying, they message you, you know what I'm saying, at first, but then slowly but surely she you know what I'm saying, it gets, you know, she texts you less and less back, and then she eventually just stops. That's how that's about to go. Like, he just entertaining niggas. You already know where he about to land.
Yeah, that's what it is. He a bad joint in the league. They over here being thirsty for this nigga.
Yeah. Like, I mean, he guaranteed free food in Toronto. He guaranteed a free all expense suite. You know what I'm saying? Like, they treat him like a king. He need to just stay there.
Yeah, just stay there. It's a good city. I mean, it is cold up there, but it's a good city. It's a hype city. You got Drake over there.
But like one of the ESPN niggas said, it's like you only there for, you know, like 3-4 months, and then you pretty much vacationing the rest of the year. Anyways,
wait, what you mean 3-4 months?
Like in the city, like practicing.
True,
you know what I'm saying?
true,
as far as
true.
just games, like you're not there. You traveling. Whether it's during the regular and postseason, or when you're in the off season, you definitely not there. You either in Miami or Cali or Texas. Like, you ain't in the city that you play in if you like in a bullshit city. Even though Toronto is a beautiful city, but like a city like Cleveland or Detroit or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, how long is the off season?
Off season, technically there's not an off season because of the summer league, but if you're talking in terms of the superstars off season, I mean, it's from June. I mean, if you make it to the finals, to all the way up until September, August. I think they had the preseason games in August, and then September. And then they start I think that's like the first regular season games being played.
Right.
See that September, October. Let me see. Might be like late September though.
September. Hey. I don't know how that song goes, man.
How you like the music guru and don't know how that song go?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't know the lyrics.
What is your go-to playlist? What are you listening to?
I don't have a playlist, but if you were to ask me what's my go-to genre, I would say R&B.
R&B. Who's doing it for you right now?
So you got Daniel Caesar, you got Lucky Day, you got.
I finally listened to Lucky Day, by the way.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Pointers. You got her. You have.
How about him?
Yeah, you got him. Yep. You have. Wow, I'm forgetting a lot right now. You got Anderson .Paak. You got.
But do you really listen to him though?
Nah, I don't. I was just playing. I don't.
Oh.
But I listened to a little bit of the internet.
Yeah, I've been hearing about them too.
Music Soul Child, Jasmine Sullivan. I gotta pull up a list, man. I gotta put my music, my Apple Music. Damn, I know I'm forgetting a lot right now. SZA, I would say SZA. Yeah, it's a couple names.
Do you ever listen to that DJ Khaled album?
Yo, for some reason, bro, this DJ Khaled album did not catch my attention, bro.
So that means you didn't listen to it, or that means you just didn't like it?
I listened to it, but it was a quick listen. Like, I just ran it straight through. I wasn't really focused because I just played it while I was trying to read something else, and so no song really caught my attention like that. The SZA song you told me about, it was cool. But other than that, I was just it was a straight run through. I didn't really pay attention to that album.
October is the first official game start for the regular season. So I think like the whole month of September is the preseason.
Word.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I liked it. I liked the first like few songs, and then like after that, it kind of it lost me after that.
Yeah, I think DJ Khaled, he didn't lose it, but this is one of them albums that didn't really. I mean, I think it did well.
Nah, say it. He lost it. Say it. Say what you said. Go ahead.
Nah, he didn't lose it. He didn't lose it because I know.
Go ahead.
Because I know that on his level of success right now, it's all about all the other things he's making money from and all the other things he can do. Like, this album is not really a measure of his success. It's just.
So you giving him a cop out basically.
Yeah.
But when was the last song or project that you really liked from a DJ Khaled?
That song, I'm the one, yeah. I'm the one, yeah.
Nigga, I don't know what song. Like, who was in that song?
Justin Bieber.
Oh, of course, Justin Bieber.
Yeah, you already know.
Bieber, Migos or some shit.
Yeah, Quavo and Chance the Rapper. Yep.
Man, I figured you was one of the niggas that liked that song.
Hell yeah, that song lit. That song is lit, bro.
Oh, you can't even think of the song name.
I'm the one.
Oh, you didn't say it. Anyway,
I just felt like singing it. That's all.
Oh yeah, I could have went without that. Honestly, you felt better. You sounded better than the damn song.
Oh, you're not gonna come at my man's Justin Bieber like that, dog.
See, you only that man's nuts so bad. Nobody even coming for him. I'm just talking about DJ Khaled. You know what I'm saying? Like, relax.
Yo, JB is underappreciated.
So, will you give JB a BJ?
That's crazy, man. He gotta be. Yo, that was quick, son. That was some crazy shit. You quick on your toes. You quick on your toes.
If you're a real man, you would fly here and fight me for saying some shit like that. If you're a real man.
I'm booking my flight right now.
Just don't book with Frontier. They trash. But anyways, yeah. Jeannie Buss, you already know Jeannie Buss on some bullshit. Knicks always on some bullshit.
They talking about D-Lo going to the Lakers, bro.
How you think that would fit? You think that'd be a good move?
It probably wouldn't fit. LeBron need the ball. D-Lo need the ball. Because D-Lo, he walks the ball up and he dishes the ball out and he shoots threes and he takes it to the basket. It's spacing. They need spacing. So I just think they need to fill out the roster with shooters.
Yeah.
Shooters and defenders.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. That's first off, they just need a actual roster. They just got like 5 people on their roster right now. Right.
So
that's the first step is like just getting the roster together.
Yeah, like just put me on the roster. Just pay me $1,000 a year. Like
I'm about to say that's where they going because they only got like what 19 million in cap space.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No. Don't pay me $1,000. Like pay me $100,000 a year. I'll play for the Lakers, man.
Nah, you don't even deserve $1,000. You just play for free and see how that go.
Just like I'll sit on the bench, just take us to the finals, bro. I'll just ride the whole wave.
Just make sure the water cold, the towels.
Yeah. I'll make sure your locker room seat is warm when you sit on it when you get in. Like I'll get to the locker room first, so I can warm it up for you. You know, while you're having your little interviews on the floor at halftime, so that way, you know, when you come back to the locker room, your seat is warm for you. Like you know what I'm saying? Just take us to the finals. That's all that matters.
Are you gonna at least be like their housekeeper or something? Kind of like, do you hear about that story like with Le'Veon Bell when he left those 2 chicks in his house? They stole all this shit.
Nah, I didn't hear that. That's crazy.
See, you know, you could prevent that shit from happening. You just sit there and be the security.
Oh hell nah. Nope. I ain't watching nobody house. Nope.
But so that's crazy. So it's I mean, it's been out for a couple of weeks. I meant to mention it last. Yeah, I think I meant to mention it last week. Actually, it's either been out 2 weeks or 3 weeks. I know I meant to mention it last week, but didn't get to it. But yeah, he pretty much left two bad chicks in his apartment. His house, and he left to go, I think, to practice or some shit. Or OTAs or whatever it was, and then he came back. They stole like almost $1 million worth of shit.
Shit, bro, that's irresponsible, bro. Like, why would
And then he's talking about some, and then when he called up the police and he was talking to the police, talking about his girlfriends and whatnot. I'm like, this dude just sounded so fucking pitiful, man.
That's sad, bro. That's completely irresponsible. You got to be way more responsible than that, especially because you're Le'Veon Bell, bro, a superstar in the NFL.
Yeah,
you gonna leave 2 girls that you don't know at your crib?
Right. I mean, he must have thought they was, you know, legit his girlfriend. He probably knew him for a while.
Maybe. But as a celebrity on that high status, you have to not trust a lot of people.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was stupid anyway. It's like, why would you leave them like leave them there? Like what?
Yeah, bro. I'm not even on that status, bro. And when I was in college, I would never even leave any girl in my room.
Yeah.
Like the only girl I'm leaving in my room is my girlfriend.
Yeah, but he thought they was his girlfriends. That's the thing. You look at these chicks, you could tell they on some devious shit. Like, this nigga said, like, when he was talking to the lady on the police on the phone, it was like, she was like, "Can you give a description of what they was wearing before you left the house?" And he was like she was like, "Okay, what was the, you know, this chick, what was she wearing before you left the house?" And he was like, she was naked when I left. Then she asked about the other chick, what was she wearing? And he was like, she was also naked. I'm like, dude. Like, yo, sounds so pitiful right now, bro. Yeah, he just knew he about to come back and get some pussy after practice.
Yeah. He instead he got the opposite.
Yeah, but that's some funny shit, man.
Yeah, that's why he deserved that L. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, he deserved that one.
Yeah, he thought he was the man. He thought he was living like a rock star. Nah, nigga. But it's good that nobody was hurt. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? There was no shooting, no nothing like that. It was just simply dumb nigga leaving his shit, you know, leaving people in his house, and he got what he owed. You know what I'm saying?
He done got.
Got. Yes. Hey, that's the best way to put it. You done got, nigga.
That should be a t-shirt, bro. You done got. Right on
when we release our merch, that's gonna be our t-shirt.
Facts, bro. The great idea. I'm gonna write that shit down in the notes.
You done got.
And everybody gonna know what it means because everybody just know what it means, man.
Exactly.
But you got anything else? I ain't really got. I just got some Brooklyn Nets draft picks. So I wanted to talk about that, but yeah, you didn't really worry about that.
If you want to get in your New York Knicks bags. You said Knicks or Nets?
The
They're
Nets.
both the same thing. But before you do that, do you think that John Morant kind of look like Lil Nas?
Okay, a little bit. They favor.
Okay, I'm not the only one then.
Just one is dark skin, one is brown skin.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I feel like the Nets drafted well, bro. I looked at the highlight tape of they drafted Jalen Hands and the other guy is Nicholas. I forgot his last name.
Alexander Walker. Nicky Hill. Alexander Walker.
Wait, what?
You talking about Nets or Knicks?
The Nets.
Nets, yeah. So Nicky L, Alexander Walker, y'all drafted.
No.
The two guys.
We got Nicholas something and Jalen Hands.
Did y'all trade that nigga then? Hold on.
Yeah, we traded to some team. We traded that. Yeah.
See, I thought I was killing shit. I didn't put it down in my damn notes. See, that's how sorry y'all is.
I feel like they could, provide a little spark off the bench their first year in the league. Like, because the big guy, we got a big guy and then we got a point guard. The big guy can move. Like, he can shoot off the dribble type shit. He can shoot a three type shit. He can Euro step type shit. Like, yo, he's mobile. He's just not a big guy that's stiff and just blocks the ball and puts putbacks. And the point guard is very explosive. He can shoot threes. He loves shooting threes. And he could dunk the ball like Russell Westbrook. So I'm very excited for these two guys, these two rookies. I feel like they're going to be, if not, I don't know about, they're not going to be no starters, but I feel like they're going to be some good role players off the bench.
See, time will tell. I mean, my team's going to be sorry, again next year.
For the next 20 years.
Nah, don't disrespect. Hey, once Jordan, finally come to grips that, everybody, is not trying to be him. Once he come to grips with that, then maybe he'll start trying to get some talent on his team. I think that's what his problem is. He thinks somebody's trying to outside of LeBron James. I think he assumes that everybody is trying to dethrone him. And that's why he don't want to bring great play talent to the Hornets. Maybe
it's that. Yeah, maybe he just needs to step down.
Yeah, that too.
That
too. But yeah, that's all I got.
Yeah, let's close this one out, man. Give a shout out because we didn't give you no shout outs when Harold left.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, your boy Justin Bieber agreed to fight Tom Cruise in a little exhibition boxing match. So shout out to that. Shout out to Ice Cube for the Big Three. They supposed to be coming to Charlotte this weekend. I'm not going because that motherfucker is $35 for just the top seats. So yeah, that's dead. And yeah, I mean that's my shout outs for today.
I'm gonna shout out Magic Johnson for winning in his rookie year the finals. And that's about it. I can't really think of nobody.
With no shout outs.
I can't really think of nobody right now.
That's crazy.
Shout out to our guest Harold though. Give us some good insight of the the trainer world, and also, give us some insight about his lifestyle brand. That was good. It was a good little 45 minutes.
Yeah. Definitely got to get him back on here one day.
Yeah, definitely. Like, every one of our guests, I like. They got to definitely come back on here for a second time, third time, and, 5-time plus. But, thank you guys for listening to this podcast. Keep listening. Keep getting engaged with us. Keep following, and the page is Burg Bros Podcast. My personal page is The Crooklyn Third. You can follow me on there. Keep getting those views up. We averaging around 10 to 15 to 20 right now. We're trying to get up in the 50s range. So, I mean, that's, mostly due to our part. We got to do a little bit better marketing and visuals for you guys. We're going to get that up there soon. What you got for us, G?
Yeah, you can follow my IG, Petty G the Don. Yeah, y'all just keep liking, subscribing, and get some more comments. We want more engagement. Like Kai said, I'm gonna try to get some visuals popping. So I mean, just stay tuned.
Yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned, and I just want to thank you guys for listening again. This is the Burg Bros Podcast.